Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we are back with another pick a card reading. This is a timeless, love-based 18+ reading. We're going to look at your person's warm and cozy feels for you. We're just going to get right into how they're feeling, and we'll develop that 18+ energy, since it's been coming through in some of the readings that I've been doing that were not intended to come up with those topics. Okay, so I have my astrology based oracle decks, I have the love based oracle decks, I do have the sexual themed decks. So we will hop right into the pile selection. This is the moment in which I verbally describe it for those of you that may be visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me describe them. Okay, pile 1 is a pumpkin spice sort of a drink. Pile 2 seems to be some sort of bourbon whiskey drink with like a cherry or something in it. I think it's got orange peel, definitely does. I'm looking at it from afar, I'm so sorry. And then pile 3 is some hot chocolate, and then pile 4 is like an orange pumpkin drink with like cinnamon. Okay, so I will give you a moment to meditate on your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, let's look at your person's warm and cozy feels. I'm going to take one from this oracle deck and get like a little overview of the adult theme energy, and then we'll hop into those tarot cards and work our way through those oracle decks. Okay, so pile 1. Okay. Love's secret, number 22. So this person's warm and cozy feels, right? Their feelings, how they're feeling, especially in that, well, I want to say X-rated way. So it may be, this person might be really kinky, so much to the point where they're low-key ashamed of their thoughts and the way they're feeling towards you. Like something about you is really alluring, and it's like to the point where they're not even comfortable being open and honest about how deep and how intense their sexual feelings go. Okay, so I'm interested to see where this is headed. And this could also be a connection that's deeply private, that could be secret. This could be a secret admirer, someone that hasn't shared their affections for you. But regardless of the nature of the connection, this person is not going to tell you how freaky their thoughts are regarding you, because they're a little bit ashamed, not gonna lie, just because when I said X-rated energy, that's how it came through for them. At the bottom, you have standing alone. Now, if you needed the confirmation that your person's single, available, not with anyone else, not engaging anyone else, specifically sexually, here it is. This is the confirmation. And that's part of them not even, some of you, they don't even want you to know that they're single. Some of you, they don't want you to know that they're not engaging anyone else sexually for whatever reason. That's a little shameful or embarrassing. Like, I don't know if this is an ex and they're kind of trying to like make you jealous, but this person's like not really having anyone, especially sexually. And when they think about you, like their cozy feels when they're wrapped up in a blanket, like let's create that scene, since that's the storyline we're rolling with for the reading. They're alone, right? This person may self-pleasure. They're not with anyone. Okay, I might be spilling tea. Okay, let's see more on this person's warm and cozy feels for pile 1. This person fantasizes about you a lot. Just this combination that we have on the table alone, like they fantasize about you like a lot. It's very intense because honestly, in some instances, they rather just be alone so that they can think about you. I know that's an interesting energy, but that's how it's coming through. You have the temperance, which is balance, moderation. This person may actually be abstaining from sex, because like I said, it's a moderating energy, a balancing energy. I don't want to say resisting temptation, but it talks about having things without overindulging. So this person may be abstaining from sex, or they may only want to have sex with you and they don't want you to know that for whatever reason. Or maybe you're not together and you're not sexually active with this person, but they're holding out because they'd rather wait for you. Whatever reason, it's just not feeling like this person's really engaging anyone. Now, this is Sagittarius energy. It is 9th house energy of expansion. So this person definitely self-pleasures, but again, it's alone. It's not, if it's not with you, then it's not with anyone. This person's busy evolving their perspective, focusing on evolving as a person. And when I say that, I don't mean that in necessarily a deeply spiritual way, right? Like, it's not necessarily a deeply spiritual way. It can be, but it's more, 9th house rules higher education. It rules development of skills, evolving and learning about other cultures, learning perspectives other than yours. So this person's kind of shifting and maturing in their mental space. So then, especially with the way that this brain is here, like, they're evolving, they're increasing their intellect. Okay. They're not engaging anyone, even if they're trying to lead you to believe they are. Okay. Interesting. Let me see if I can get 2 more and we'll take the bottom. Okay. Queen of Coins. Yeah, this person's really stable, okay? And they see you as really stable. And so with the Queen of Coins, it's like really focusing on evolving, developing. This person may be building themselves up professionally, financially, all things associated with the physical plane. So they may be focusing on their health, their mentality, like literally their wellness, their fitness, their diet. They could be focused on all of these things within themselves, again, evolving and growing as a person, not necessarily engaging other people, even though they think about sex a lot, right? Like, they're moving discreetly and slowly and they're thinking about sex a lot, but they're not really, it's not something they're doing. Okay. I feel like most of my people in this pile are singles. And if not, then you're stumbling on this for a confirmation regarding your partner, because you may not be being intimate currently, especially if you two are like in the same household. If you're not being intimate, you're wondering if your person's like stepping out. They are not. They're just focused on their stuff and just keeping to themselves. Like, for whatever reason, maybe they're just focused. They're really busy. They're in their head a lot. And so while they think about sex, they can't right now for whatever reason. Okay. So you do have the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is, like I talked about, that's that building, evolving, making sure you're good materially and stuff. Like, your person's focused on building themselves. Okay. For sure. They're not engaging anyone else. They do only want you. They're not going to express that to you. They don't feel like they have time for that right now. They're focused on, their material gains, right? Queen of Coins into that Ace of Coins, building something up. At the bottom, you do exactly. It's getting dark. I'm going to have to put the light on soon. But yeah, you have the Hermit. That is Virgo energy, day-to-day 6th house energy of all the things I listed: your health, your wellness, your job, you know, the details, your routine, establishing a foundation. That is what your person's focused on right now. And again, this is very single energy. So if you're in a coupling, if you're in a relationship, then your person's to themselves. They're not stepping out. They're not sleeping with someone else. They're just not sleeping with anyone. Okay. This is a pile of someone that's not sleeping with anyone, even though they have very freaky X-rated thoughts. Okay. They're trying to put themselves in a position where they can comfortably, right? That moderating energy is an energy of, I don't feel comfortable expressing my deepest, darkest sexual desires because I'm not where I want to be financially, materially, health-wise, wellness-wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person wants to feel good and be in a good physical space before they engage you even further. Okay. So let's pull from these astrology-based oracle decks. Exactly. It's like an explosion. That's exactly how this person, and that was Capricorn energy of the achiever that came out, but we're not taking any of those. It was too many. I am not, I saw a healer. I saw a lover. It's a lot going on with your person. They're all over the place, and they, like, in the energy that is, them trying to, like, your person's moving too quick. Like, I know this is stable earth energy, right? This is the goal. This is the desire. This temperance is a moderating veil of like stabilizing for the earth plane. So this person's mind is all over the place. This person's energy is chaotic. They may like move very quickly from one task to another. They may like be all over the place. Like, this is a person that makes groceries and is in and out of the store in like 10 minutes flat with everything they need. Like, chaotic, but stabilizing. And so it's a little more organized than that. Just very interesting energy coming through for your person. Okay, let's see if we can get one from this deck. It's getting really warm. So your person's like, I don't want to say their blood pressure is high, but like they are moving. Okay, we'll take those. Okay, so you've got, I may have to put the light on right now because it's getting a little dark. You've got Sage Moon, purify, exactly. Cleansing, healing, focusing on where they want to be. And you have Sagittarius energy again. So you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. Your person may have Sagittarius placements. This person may just be trying to reach a certain point. Okay, it's that time of day. Give me a moment. Okay, yes. Your person, like, honestly, I don't know why I didn't set up properly before I started this reading, but it kind of feels like the energy, the space that your person's in, Pile One. Like, they're not quite ready. They're trying to figure out how to get things done. They're still establishing a foundation, establishing a routine with this Explorer card. Again, Sagittarius energy. You may have those placements. This person may have those placements. But regardless, it is ninth house of expansion, of evolving, of growing, of mastering, of developing. And that's just, you know, learning. That's what this person is doing. This person may be learning about their sexual nature, their sexuality. Like, they may be watching porn. They may be like, this feels like someone that's kind of like has these visions, like these concepts, right? The secret, the hidden energy, but they've never quite experienced this. So like, they may have those freaky X-rated thoughts, but they may have never done those things, or it's been a while, like for whatever reason. It's just super independent solo energy with this Ace of Coins, that Hermit, and standing alone, because standing alone does feel like Hermit energy. It's to yourself with no one else, isolating, but trying to learn and evolve and grow and expand. So at the bottom we have here play, the number 5. So your person may be traveling. Your person may be looking for fun. They may be, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, now that I see play, Sagittarius, that does rule travel, like especially like international like flights. So your person may be traveling. They may be on vacation. They may be moving around at the point in which you stumble upon this reading. So but alone, right? Not with a partner, not with a love partner, for growth, for evolution. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like a moving energy with this person, and they're not still, but they're not with anyone, even though it feels like in some instances they want you to think they're with someone. But yeah, it's all about fun and playing and enjoyment of life along with the building. Like, they'll play after they heal and evolve, right? So some of you specifically, your person's like on a break, but they're gonna hop right back into this busy energy. Others of you, your person's just pushing through the busy energy, but they're hoping that they'll have a break at some point, and maybe this secret energy will lift and surface after they get to the space they feel like they want to be in. Okay. Let me see. Okay, Power One. I'm hearing a stall. Like, this is someone stalling, like pushing it back, like distracting themselves. More Virgo energy. You have new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Yeah, so this person's not really receptive. Like, they're out here by themselves, building, working, trying to evolve, right? More Virgo energy on the table. Attention to the detail, focusing on the little things, focusing on their routine, focusing on learning. Like, that's just the theme. It's like bettering themselves. That's what's going on with this person, and nothing is just set in stone. Mutable energy, which is Virgo, right? That's the earth sign of mutable energy. It is, this person's all over the place, like I said. which is nothing wrong with that. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Because I feel like at least half of you were just here for the confirmation that in them being all over the place and detached, that it's not because they're with someone else. They're not. They're all of their energy is focused on themselves. Even when they fantasize about you and they're thinking about you, when they're self-pleasuring, like they think about you, right? When they masturbate, they think about you, but it's not, I don't see them engaging you sexually, even if you are connected. Okay, that's not a part of the plan. That's not a part of the routine for whatever reason. Okay, very interesting person here. Okay, let me see what else I can get. It's interesting that your person's warm and cozy feelings are cold and attachment. What's going on with your person? Tell me in the comments. Okay, let's see what this is. Yeah, definitely. You've got house 5. You have number 5 play. So that is Leo energy of passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So again, some of you, your person is like out just having fun, like joy and pleasure, not necessarily sexually, even if they want you to think that. And then Jupiter is grow and expand. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of you, your person was like that. They were out in the streets. They were out wild. They were living their best life. They were having very casual relations with people. But for whatever reason, they pulled back. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they're trying to evolve. They got a routine. They got work. They got stuff. So they've stopped doing that. Right? But even in that, some of you, they still don't want you to know. I don't know if it's because they're still distancing themselves from you and don't want you to engage them. I don't know what the energy is. Tell me about it. Hopefully we'll evolve it more. But like I said, there's some conflicting energies here. One instance where someone may have been very promiscuous, no shame in that, but they've pulled back. There's instance of someone that's not interested in being promiscuous at all, and pulling back and focusing on their stuff still, only interested in monogamy, but not feeling ready for it. And then there's, we'll see. Let me develop this energy. All right. At the bottom, you have Saturn. Yeah, that's the card of hard work, right? Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. Yeah, this is a person that is literally most likely to be depriving themselves of sex because they're working. That's just not the priority. That's not what they have going on right now. They're expanding. Like they're expanding their mind. They're expanding their routine. They're expanding their finances, and they're working hard and very diligently to get that done with this attention to detail and stuff. They're giving their energy to something else that's not sex and romantic connections, if that makes sense. That's not the priority. I know I keep repeating myself because that's how the energy is coming through for this person. Like it's not the priority. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Long distance. There may be distance, right? Distance, travel, time apart. This person just kind of needs space, wants space, not because of anything wrong or anything bad. It's just they need to be in a space where they're comfortable, right? They need to be comfortable. They need to feel good. They need to be able to be in a space of joy and pleasure so that they can fully embody the sexual energy. But again, definitely thinking about you, definitely fantasizing about you, definitely masturbating when they think of you. Okay. Social media. They're watching your social media, right? Popularity, influencer, tech savvy. This person may work related to social media. This person may be tech savvy. They may work in tech. That may be the priority, or they're simply just watching your social media because that's their methods of how they can see you and engage you, especially if this is a no contact situation. They're watching you in some way, whether it is on social media, whether they see you day to day, because with all of this Virgo energy, it feels like someone you do see day to day. House 5 too. It's someone you see casually and passing at least, even if you're not together, right? And again, this makes sense day to day if you are living together for sure. But like if you're living together, they're like watching you walk around the house, or they're thinking about you, and they still would rather just like, I don't know, sleep to the bathroom. It's interesting energy, I will not lie. But like I said, this person's, it may be part of this person's discipline practice, right? Like there's people that abstain from sex and sexual act, like, you know, because some of these people aren't masturbating either. They're restrained. They're really into the strain, okay? But some people, as a form of discipline, right, it's very common, they abstain from sex. And it feels like your person may be in one of those periods where that's part of the cleanse, the purify, the sage, the cleanse, the detox, whatever it is they're doing, so that they can get themselves together. And when they finish it, right, they'll be all over you with this Leo, house 5, Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. They'll be all over you. But for now, they just need that space, and they'll watch you from afar, because social media does imply watching someone from afar as well. At the bottom, you have fireworks, right? Celebration, passion, loud, light, fire, brightness. It's an energy of when this person has something to celebrate. That is when you'll see that super passionate side come through. So they're warm and cozy thoughts. You know, it took a lot getting through it. I can already feel it. When I can even quote it. It's like, okay, once I get this off the ground, once I stabilize, once I secure this new contract, once I do this, once I do the thing, once I finish the cleanse, pile 1 is mine. That's what I hear, right? Like pile 1, this person's doing the things they need to do to improve their life so that they can be, you know, I don't say worthy of you, but like so that they can be in the space to fully enjoy you, so that you'll actually enjoy them, if that makes sense, okay? I'm hearing performance. Like this person might not be able to perform as long as they're in like an anxious state of whatever cleanse, whatever detox, whatever learning thing they're building, whatever it is. It's something that has their nerves back, and they're not going to engage you. Okay, let me see. All right, star-crossed lovers. Both of you will want to be together, but you feel the stars are working against you. Perhaps it's bad timing. So this is your confirmation if that energy that I'm picking up on is you, right? Like it's not the right time. Your person's thinking like, man, it's going to be cool though. Once I get it together, pile 1, it's not the right time. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that more of you are like beginning stages, long distance, no contact, because again, most the only way this is really, like I said, some of you may be in a house and there's just an emotional distance here, but I don't feel like most of you live together. Like I feel like there's a distance. Like even if you're in quote unquote a committed connection and you have been for a while, like you at least live in separate places. Like this person may be away for work or something like that. That's the energy that's coming through. And it just feels like the timing is off for you two and your levels of intimacy that you're desiring. Okay? Protected by love. Your partner will be protective of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. Just be sure it's not possessiveness. So yeah, this person feels like you're theirs regardless of if they're present, if they're not. Like their warm and cozy thoughts. It's like pile 1 is mine. Let me just get myself together. I know pile 1 better not be engaging other people, right? Because there is a bit of a protective. That's why this person's watching you where they can, maybe asking about you, trying to see what you're doing day to day, especially if they're not around, if they're off working and or doing whatever, right? They're checking in, making sure. They're like, yeah, it's not the right time, but pile 1 is mine, and pile 1 knows they're mine, right? And that will be possessive of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. That's why this person's in this building energy, is they feel like pile 1, you're the person that they could see themselves kind of being with, or at least currently while they're trying to engage you on a romantic level, or will when they're stable. Like they're willing to just keep it to themselves because they're not in a place to be as protective and taking care of you like they desire. Okay. Okay, let's get one more and I'll take the bottom. Thank you. You have opposites attract. So yeah, Someone may enter your life who's very different from you. You will complement each other. So that opposite attract energy is you two may be very different. And that is a common theme in my reading. So that just means that the audience is here. But it's not just about that. It's about you two kind of expressing yourselves and having very different love languages. So this person's not very expressive anyway, which is why it's very easy for them to abstain, to be to themselves, to not engage you. Like they're not very expressive. I'm seeing that anyway. So that's part of that odd energy coming through. When we talk about the warm and cozy, they're not necessarily a warm, cozy type. Not that they aren't. I mean, you know, you have that protect. They're more, what's the word? Controlling. I'm not gonna lie. They're more possessive than warm and cozy. They're more possessive. It's more of a your mind kind of an energy than a cozy, all like lovey-dovey feeling. It's your mind. But what the opposites attract, it's showing again that contrasting energy of, you know, this person kind of has that clingy, possessive energy, but at the same time, you've got that star-crossed long distance energy coming through as well. So you don't know how to take it. You don't know how to take it, but that's okay. You have on a pedestal. Exactly. This person's doing the things that they're doing, moving it discreetly, figuring things out because they have you on a pedestal. Okay. That's why they have that giving energy. They feel like they're moving, shifting, being mutable, trying to get themselves into that Ace of Coins energy. Okay. Because it says someone new will put you on a pedestal and treat you like royalty. You'll feel loved and cherished. Okay. And some of you, that's why they're watching you, to make sure no one else comes in with that. Just being honest. Like I'm getting a very possessive energy here. And like that opposites attract is them concerned that someone, the opposite of them, will come in being a lot more loving, a lot more expressive in the ways that you kind of desire for them to be, while they're not right now. So this person's not having warm and cozy feelings at all. They're not, but we'll see. You have let your friends help you. Definitely. I think I mentioned they may be asking friends, where's that card? Here, you have that fifth house energy here of friends. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So they may be more focused on their friendships, their connections right now, want to help them get where they're going, but they're definitely asking their friends about you and what to do and advice. Like this person's probably talking to friends a lot. Like, okay, so how do I engage Pile 1? Like I'm trying to make sure that Pile 1 kind of is, you know, understands how I'm trying to better myself and evolve myself and whatnot. Like this person's really, really relying on the opinions of their friends. Okay. Let me see if I can get warm and cozy thoughts. It's a lot. You know what? I'm not going to fight it. Why not? Let's take it. So you got retreat, which is that distance we talked about. It says, it is time for you to disconnect from the world. I don't know why that's blurry, but yeah, it is time for you to disconnect from the world. You have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And then you also have a releasing of an ex, right? It says the time has come to clear your energy, purify. So this person may be working through trauma associated with an ex, especially since at the bottom you do have it is safe for you to love, right? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So it feels like your person's working through stuff. They're building, evolving, trying to get to a position where they're comfortable, but they're also, and that's what's on their mind. I know we're talking about their feelings, their warm and cozy feelings, but their feelings are, I'm not ready. I have to get myself together. I need to be in a position for Pile 1 to fully get me. And then also feeling all of that trauma from past situations and connections, especially if they're talking to their friends about it. They're like, hey, you know, Pile 1, I like Pile 1. I'm hoping Pile 1's different from my ex, but is Pile 1 different from my ex? Like, you know, maybe it's looking like this is a person whose ex really did a number on them. Okay. For sure. And so they're really hesitant and closed off to kind of evolve, and they're feeling like they need to be perfect before they can kind of engage a connection or further take the whatever the next step in your connection would be, right? So like if you're dating, to be like fully committed, to be engaged, to be married, like each whatever the next step is, they're really afraid of it because Virgo energy here, that's perfectionist energy, that's nitpicky energy, right? Trying to figure out how it's gonna do it. Saturn is overworking yourself and making yourself kind of anxious because you don't feel good enough. Okay, so let me pull from another love face deck so we can see. Now that said, I know we said this person doesn't have warm and fuzzy, cozy thoughts. Like we're trying to wrap up with the blanket with some hot chocolate right now. And like, I'm trying to get that vibes from your person, but your person's been so in their head, right? And so isolated. The good news, before I even pull from this next deck, all of this energy is social, outgoing energy. So if your person's been doing the hermit thing to themselves, be very antisocial, they're interacting with their friends again, they're coming outside, right? They're recognizing that they can't cling to that ex and the feelings, like hold themselves back due to that ex. Like this person's stepping out of that, right? That's why you have very soon, especially if this person's traveling to see friends. Like if this person's been out with friends a lot, interacting with friends a lot, then like that very soon says, you know, the friends are giving them the good advice. I say good advice because I'm assuming that's what you want, Pile One, is, you know, to engage you. Like this, the friends are saying, hey, you know, give the relationship a chance. And like this person stepping into that energy of it is safe for you to love. So that's their warm and cozy thoughts. And again, this person has very X-rated energy when it comes to you. They're just so in their head about the connection itself that exactly that they're not, it's not coming out. But we have a deck that's going to tell us more about their sexual energy. Don't worry. So we have building a future. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. Exactly. They're listening to the friends. They're taking the good advice and saying, you know, I could build the future and I don't have to be so hard on myself with Power One because, it, you know, this person is, again, watching you from afar if they're not close in proximity with you. So the friends are like, why are you watching Power One instead of talking to Power One? You know, there's two that just came out. We'll take it. Okay, so some of you, this is an ex, right? This is an ex. You have breakup. Time apart is on the horizon. This may be short-term or long-term. Retreat, breakup, release your ex. Let me see the energies I'm getting. I have a card here I'm going to take in a second. Some of you, I do feel like this is still that release your ex energy, like building a future, breaking up, like separating, like letting go that energy that is resistant, letting go that secrecy, letting go that need, that wanting to be to yourself, letting go the fear of intimacy. That's the things that are coming through. But some of you, building a future leading into breakup, it's an interesting energy coming in of like the feeling that someone building themselves up will lead to a breakup, but I don't know. So we have spiritual awakening. Your partner is sensing that there is something profoundly important about this connection. And I'm going to take one more because, okay, so you do have communication. A conversation is on the horizon. Someone is planning to reach out. Be ready to express yourself. So yeah, especially if this person's been talking to their friends and building themselves and there's been distance, like, ooh, that's what it is. Breakup leading into distance. You know, like breakup leading into the spiritual awakening, like as they've been off building, evolving, healing, growing, doing their own thing, especially if it's no contact and they've been working on themselves and they've been improving, this distance, all of this space, it's awakening them to who they are, what they want, and the connection. And it's helping them to release that past energy and step into that, give your relationship a chance and safe to love energy. Okay, so I'm going to get that one more that I wanted and we'll take the bottom for real. Exactly, exactly. Some of you, the distance between this person has made them realize that they're falling in love because they're not warm and cozy. They're cold and isolated. Okay, they're on a couch alone with the blanket. They're not, you know, cozying up with you in the blanket. They're, you know, so you have falling in love. Like I said, this feeling of falling in love is one of a kind. Know that it is safe for you to be in love. So you got that twice for your person's cozy feelings, right? Safety for you to love 2 times. I'll pull it up so we can see, right? Safe for you to love. right? So that's the energy of your person. That's their warm and cozy feeling. They're warming up to the connection. They're warming up to connections in general, to love and romance in general. Like, this is a person that's, again, a little cold. They're not very expressive in their love and in their romantic feelings and in their sexuality, but they're wanting to open up more with you. Right? They're trying to grow and expand enough so that they're comfortable expressing that with you. At the bottom, you have faith. It says, trust and believe that love is here to stay with this time around. Don't let fear or doubt interfere. Trust the divine. So yeah, right? That fear, the faith that the connection will work. Let me pull from this Twin Flame Soulmates Oracle deck. It's funny because I cleansed the deck before I started the reading, and look what's on both sides. Distance and single. Exactly. That's your person right now. That's your person. So let me just, and then secrets is here. And single is still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's this person's energy. So it's not that I'm not trying to get that warm and cozy energy, but that's just for Power 1 specifically. That's not your person's energy. But like I said, I'm optimistic in your reading and the energy I see, because it's this person's stepping in. So maybe, right, like at the point, like let's say you're a first time viewer and this is your first time in a reading, maybe in about a month or so, you'll come back and watch another reading, or you'll go back and watch another reading that calls you, and it'll be a much more warm energy because your person's coming in. Like, this is an energy of someone that's not around, but coming in, warming up, right? This person isn't warm and cozy because they're getting there, right? Loyalty, right? This person's establishing a foundation of loyalty, and they've been loyal this whole time, and they're hoping that you have been. They expect. This isn't a person that's hoping. I know have faith is there. This person expects that you've been loyal the same, okay? Again, a bit of a possessive energy coming through for this person. You know, a little cold, I'm not gonna lie, but loyalty. That is what it means. And that's their biggest theme, and that's their biggest fear, is someone that's not gonna have that. So that's one of the qualities that they do love about you, right? That's definitely one of the feelings they have about you. They love that you're very different from the people that they've tried to engage romantically, or that they've engaged romantically. And so they're realizing, you know, that they're falling in love, or that they're in love, and that they can trust you, because there's a certain trust. With have faith and loyalty, it's about trust. So I will say that in their warm and cozy feelings for you, it's all about that loyalty and trust. Something about you feels safer. Okay. Exactly. I'll close it. Well, I won't close out the reading, but I only want it. Well, I'll take 4. We'll take 4. Why not? But you've got tie to knot. Right? So this person's coming in for commitment, right? They're thinking about being committed to you. Loyalty and tie to knot. You've got yes, which is an affirmation, right? Yes. I'll see what's at the bottom, and we'll pull one more from this deck. Okay. Sweet honey. Exactly. Sweet honey. Now that's some sexual energy coming through. This person sees you as sweet, like honey, like, you know, nourishing, soothing, you know what I mean? Healing, a treat, right? And there's distance again. Okay, so that's the confirmation. If that's been the case, you've got nostalgia. Now, that's what I'm saying. It reaffirmed all of the layers that were underneath. So loyalty, tie to knot, yes, and distance. Nostalgia, this person misses you if they're not close by. That distance it's a yes, like tying the knot, like yes, tie the knot. Yes, I'm loyal to Power 1 because this distance, like this person misses you with nostalgia, okay? For sure. So let's pull, I'll pull 8 of these, because this is my erotic sex answers oracle deck. What's this? Bear with me. I dropped some cards. So I'll take these 2 that hit the floor, and then I will continue to layer. You've got romantic sex, right? So this person does have X-rated thoughts, but I'm telling you, something about you is just super pure. It's love, romantic sex. That's what they want. And then you have spiritual connection, which we have that in message coming through. So let me see what's at the bottom. Long lasting, in the long haul, going the distance. I think I got that message the other day. Going the distance, right? Long term loyalty. It's giving kind of like passionate all night energy. So let's see. Pile 3. Ooh, pile 3 may be calling you. I don't know why I'm calling pile 3. So let's see. Obsession, yeah. That's that possessive energy, that expecting loyalty, right? That's how this person feels. Again, watching you day to day, watching you, your social media, asking their friends about you, asking your friends about you. Like it's a bit of an obsessive, but it's also an indicator of that long lasting energy. Someone that won't get enough of you, someone that will think about you sexually all the time, someone that will want to have sex all the time once they're in a comfortable position and open about it. And also someone like this is a person that's always wanting you. I'm not gonna lie, okay? And you'll see once they get to a position, tease. Yeah, so tease. And that's how they feel day to day, like they're being teased, like you're being dangled right in front of them, okay? Let me see if I can get more. Pile 1. Open the relationship. So I'm not gonna lie, this card is like a very possessive energy. If you see it, it says open the relationship, right? This is kind of a kink. So it's a fear of you not being loyal in their opinion. Like it's a fear of them, of you kind of doing your own thing while they detach, or like as they're distant, or you distancing yourself because they're not giving you what you need. Like that's a fear. And if you look at that, it's like a very possessive person in the back. Like you've got the one that's like, oh, you're like, oh, I'm here. And then the one that's like, yeah, you're mine. Like it's really, I'm not gonna lie, it can be creepy. It can be. But like I said, to open the relationship, this is a person that's like, okay, once you're mine, you're mine. Right? Like I said, it's not a warm and cozy energy from this person. So let's see. Okay, I think I've got 3 cards here. And we'll take them because that's how many more I need. But you have obsessed again. Look at that, obsessed with you. That's this person's. That's what this person thinks about you all the time. All the time. You have dirty talk, right? Lots of 18 plus thoughts, lots of X-rated thoughts. They like, honestly, once you get them to open up, once they open up and like they talk dirty. Like if you haven't experienced this yet, you will. If the relationship makes it to that point. And then you have booty call, which they're just attracted to your physical body overall. But I could see this person spontaneously showing up or reaching out to you after they feel good. Like they'll feel good and then on a whim, instead of like building it up slowly, like, okay, now that I'm stable, let me like try to slowly move in on pile 1. It won't be that at all. This person will come in hot, like boom, like immediately, because they'll know exactly where you are and what you're doing with the 2 obsession cards, honestly. Like they know what you're doing and where you are. They're asking about you. They're watching you. You have ready for booty call again. So confirming that energy, like I said, this person will pop up. They're going to pop up. That's why you have, where is it? You have very soon somewhere under there. Let's see. Yep, yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight for it. But yeah, very soon is somewhere under there. And you got the 2 obsessed cards and you got the 2 booty call cards. So this is a very relevant. So that warm and cozy thoughts of you popping up on you, hitting you up for a booty call, being obsessed and stalking you all over the internet, stalking you day to day with all of that 6th house energy. So just watching you and waiting for the right moment to hit you up. That's exactly this person's warm and cozy thoughts. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 2, let's look at their warm and cozy feels for you. So I'm going to start by getting a message from this deck. So we can get some 18 plus energy as an overview. I'll hop right into those tarot cards, and then I have a stack of decks that we're getting to develop that energy. And then my last one is that erotic sex answers oracle hybrid. So we'll close this out with some intimate messages as well. So let's see your person's warm and cozy feels for you. Where is the book? I have the book. What is that? So that's Eros and Thanos. Donatos, excuse me, number 30. I want to see what that is. I'm not as familiar with that deck. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit of a combative energy from that when I was shuffling and cleansing the deck. So it says love and death. Okay, so all good things must come to an end. Taking the plunge. Your person has a fear. Like, I don't know why their insecurities are coming out. I don't know who you're sending to me. Okay, all of you viewers, who are you sending here? Anyway, who are you asking about? But anyway, it's like a fear of an end of a connection that's coming through based on that summer, like fighting to the death. And honestly, in some instances, just the intuitive read, it feels like fighting to the death for a love. It's someone that's willing to go through it all and fight through for the conquering, for the success of having you. Okay, power two. So especially if it's been a struggle, this person might have a struggle kink. Like they may have a kink where it's like the struggle and the conflict turns them on. That may be part of the warm and cozy feelings. Like they know if they get into it with you, it's gonna be, you know, a session after, you know what I mean? Like a sexual session, you know? Round one, you know, taking the plunge, just going in head first. This is a person that is not afraid to engage you when they're upset, and they're not afraid that they're not afraid to engage you when they're upset, but they're not afraid to upset you either. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not afraid of you when you come at them crazy. So yeah, definitely the case coming through with those cards. So like I said, that might be the kink. It's the chaotic kink, the chaos kink. I'm going to start referring to it as. Okay. Let's see, part two. And it's not just fighting within amongst each other. It's also fighting for each other, right? Like some of you, your person's warm and cozy feelings is how protective you are of them, how defensive you are of them, or how you respond to their combative side. If they have that war energy of being aggressive and kind of dominant, like how you just kind of accept and embrace that, you see that, you know what I mean, as a sense of like a protecting energy versus like a fear, if that makes sense, like a death, you know what I mean? Like you love how passionate they are, you know, and like they like that they can be themselves, because that's this person's warm and cozy energy. It's kind of, I don't say chaotic, but yeah, with that taking the plunge, it's like all over the place. It's just going in head first, possibly even spontaneously. Like this is a person, like you won't even be planning sex, but then boom, it happens, right? If I can hold the card, right? 9 of Elixirs, right? That's an overindulging energy in some instances, but it is all about pleasure. It is about indulgence, right? You've got wish, bliss, love, joy. That's the energy coming through for your person. Like their warm and cozy feelings. It's all about being satisfied and making you satisfied. It's all about fulfillment, like making sure they like to feel good. This is a person that likes to feel good, okay? They're all about pleasures. This is 100% the card of being warm and cozy. Like this is the warm and cozy energies for sure. Okay. Let's see. 7 of Blades. Yeah, so that is a very private, intimate energy. So, but I will say, if you want to select pile 1, that's fine. If you're asking about someone you're not in contact with, if you're asking about someone that you're not with, like that you don't talk to regularly, that the lines are kind of blurred, that's very single energy. Okay, 9 of Elixirs, 7 of Blades. It's kind of private to myself, possibly even sneaky energy, right? Like this is a person that will sneak off to be alone and indulge by themselves, like literally just to be alone. Like they'll sneak off to be alone. Honestly, this is someone that will sneak off and masturbate. Okay. They would. So it feels very single if that was a question coming into this reading. Now, if this is your person, that intimate energy, taking the plunge, this is a person that likes to hide away with you. This is a person that rather stay in the house. They don't really want to go outside. They don't really want to socialize. Like they're warm and cozy feelings for you. They just want to cuddle up, literally cuddle up. Like the warm and cozy environment is them. That is their default setting. Okay. So let me see if I get one more card and we'll take the bottom. Knight of Coins, very slow moving. This person, I'm not gonna say that your person's lazy, but they kind of have like a very slow, like the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slowest moving knight. I'm not saying that it's lazy, but your person may have lazy overindulging tendencies, right? Like they might like to lay down all day. They may like to cuddle up with a blanket, especially during like the holiday season. Like that may be a thing. Okay, so just their warm and cozy feelings. Again, that is their element. Very slow moving, not liking to go anywhere, just kind of wanting to be in with you, taking the plunge, indulging in you. Okay, at the bottom, you have the King of Coins. Very stable, strong, silent type energy, right? Not very vocal, not very verbal. The only, very feeling, possibly even very expressive, like physically expressive, physically nurturing. But as far as the words kind of like, they don't come, right? Like probably not the best communicator, because the only air energy is of the blades is the 7 of blades, which is sneaky and on the low energy. So it's like possibly may lie from time to time, or keep secrets, or not know how to clearly express themselves and just hide how they feel and what they want. Sometimes that may be your person. But yeah, just they're in their warm and fuzzy feelings is just being in the house, eating what they want, watching what they want, cuddled up, like eating, drinking, all the things, just enjoying it and not doing anything, and honestly, they're in their best element when they do that by themselves. It's just that with the emotions they have for you, they want to do that with you as well. So that's really what the warm and fuzzy feelings are coming from. Okay. They like to feel good. They like pleasures. They like to eat, drink, and sit down and not do much, okay? They like to fly beneath the radar. That's too many. Let's see. Trying to loosen up this deck because it apparently is deciding to stick. Okay, there we go. You've got Wolf Moon. Number 11. You have 2 number 11s. So again, this person likes to be in union with you. You have sharpened instincts. Okay. Now it came out in reverse. So this person may lack a bit of an attention to detail. They may not focus much on the details. So when they think of their warm and cozy feelings, like their sensual thoughts, they may lack the details, right? Like they may need, they may move very quickly. They may be quick to initiate sex, but very slow moving throughout sex, but not in an attention to detail kind of way, but in a, I don't know how to, let me see. Yeah, the Lover. So Taurus energy at the bottom of the Lover. So this person is not, like, they'll initiate sex, but they're not the most expressive during sex. I'm not saying they're not good at sex. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying there may be, this may be a receiver. This person may be a very receptive energy, okay? We'll develop it further and see. But this person is a feeler. They feel, and their acts of, they would have acts of service as love language. Like they would do things. They won't express it. They won't necessarily say it. They'll do it. Now, bless their hearts, I still see a little bit of a lacking of attention to detail. So in them trying to express themselves, it's not in a detailed way. Like they'll miss some details. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what we can get. This person's warm and cozy thoughts. Very good at initiating. This is a person that is very good at getting things going. They may not have the follow through. They need help with that. Okay, they need help with that. With the fiery climax approaches, they may need help with the follow through. But with that Taurus energy, they are very fixed. They're very stable. Like they won't rush. Like they won't rush, but they may need a little support getting things going in your way. Like they'll take their time, and they'll. This card is really throwing me off. That Wolf Moon, that sharpening instincts. Let me sit with it for a minute. If you got into it with this person about their lack of attention to detail during sex, like if that's been an argument, they've, like, this person's been trying to prove themselves ever since. So I feel like in some of your instance, when this is a person like you've actually been sexually engaged with, like once they realize that they didn't please you, that's all it took. Like after that, they start taking their time. They're like moving in from that knight into that king energy and like being a little less selfish, making sure that you orgasm, because I'm feeling like that was a thing that happened at one point or could happen, that this person's a little selfish or just not knowing what they're doing, lack of attention to detail, not really familiar with the body, and they didn't like that. So afterwards, they got themselves together, or will get themselves together, and then it'll be a lot better, right? With that Taurus energy, fiery climax approaches, and it might actually surprise you, okay? Right, your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. This person's, okay, I'm not even gonna lie, do not laugh. So you do have Taurus energy here, but with this sneaky energy of that blaze, that seven of blades, this person may have been inexperienced sexually when they engaged you, or if they engage you. So it's gonna take some learning, and so this person may like actually like be watching porn. They may just be trying to figure it out, like how to please you, or it'll take a few tries. I feel it being really awkward in the beginning stages of intimacy with this person, but then over time, because you have this rock solid Taurus energy, it is them improving, and then eventually like it being the best sex ever, if that makes sense. Like that's what's coming through. I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, you know your person, you know your situation. That's how it's looking, okay? And some of you, it could be reversed, because it's always an opposing energy that could come through as well. Like some of you, it was you, right? Like that they didn't, right? So let's see. Let's get more energy. I tried to get warm, cozy thoughts, and y'all are a mess. Okay, so let me see. I have 3 cards at 4. No, that's too many. I don't want 4. That's way too many. I really wanted 1, so I was pushing it with 3. Okay, so let's see. Okay, there we go. We'll take this here at the bottom. You've got the sun. Which is the house of pleasure. What's going on? It says self-express and embody truth. Okay, and then you have fixed energy, which Taurus is, and the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And it says, come on. Something's not clear in the connection. I wasn't having this issue earlier. There we go. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. A lot of extra effort. I'm just trying and making, like really having to figure it out. Like a lot of work, working hard. So this is someone that's going to have to work, that is working hard, or will have to work hard intimately. But that's okay, because once they get it, it sticks, right? Like it may be a little bit of weird, slight incompatibility sexually in the beginning, but they figure it out, okay? They figure it out for whatever reason. I don't know why, but again, learning how to express, especially if the issue was this person kind of being a little selfish, because I didn't want to say it, but I did see some selfish energy coming through, some very selfish energy coming through. So this person was a selfish lover. They kind of had to learn, or will have to learn to be, you do have a Hermit at the bottom, to be a little bit better, okay? This person's warm and cozy thoughts. So in me putting all of your business out in the streets, I've learned before I hop into this deck that your person's warm and cozy feeling so far is thinking about how they want to please you and how impressed they are when they please you sexually, and like it's an accomplishment when they do it, and they work really hard to do it, and they take pride in pleasing you, right? Your dreams need a practical plan, fiery climax approaches. So like because of they know that you're not easy, like sexually, like it's not easy to please you sexually. Like, you know, you're not the type to just be easy. Like you're not very sensitive as it relates to sex. they like the challenge. It feels good to them when they conquer, right? That's that conquering energy here, that taking the plunge, going all in, giving it their all, right? Making sure you feel that pleasure and just really reveling in it as they feel like they ascended from that knight to that king energy, like that. They feel like the ultimate lover, all right? Addiction. This person may even be like addicted to sex with you once they get it going, because now like it's like a rush, you know what I'm saying? Because of that incompatibility in the beginning. So let me get more energy on this person's warm and cozy feelings for you. It's the warm and cozy feelings. What's here? In your dreams. Yeah, lots of fantasy, okay? Manifesting, deja vu, patience, blissful. Again, this is a person that if they were wide open, taking the plunge, all quick, aggressive with that number 30 card, like they learn to slow down. Okay, they learn to slow down and not consider just themselves, right? In your dreams, like for sure, they learn to be a little more slow moving, a little more patient and whatnot. So let me get more energy from here. But this is a person that does think about sex all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Sweet and sticky. Yep. It says kind, caring, compassionate, loving, physical touch. Again, this is a person that learned to be a little more compassionate, a little more loving in the connection, okay? Learning to express their love for you in a more intimate way, right? Physical touch. This person thinks about being physical with you all the time. Like their warm and cozy feelings is physical touch. That's why you have all of this Taurus energy here. You have a knight and a king, both of pentacles. Like it's physical energy here. Even the 9 of cups, that's like the one card that is in the cup suite. That's kind of like what I associate with like eating and stuff. So like literally like that, this person's always thinking about the physical and the mundane and like feeling you, touching you, holding you, right? That's always what's on their mind. The sweet and sticky is always on their mind, okay? But again, they've gotten better at it. They lack that instinct, right? But they're evolving, they're growing, they're getting better at it. Lock and key. Secrets, silenced, burden, and quiet. I have no clue what's going on here. I don't have anything burning, so I don't know why the light is doing that. We'll work through it. Normally it's the incense. Okay, that's the card we want. Lock and key. Silenced, burdens, quiet, secrets. There's something this person wants to tell you, okay? At the bottom, you have show you off. Yeah, there's a blur. I'll see if I can fix it in a moment. But yeah, proud, trophy wife, accomplishments, status. So there's something this person wants to talk about. And I'm not gonna lie, some of you, it could be an argument or something that resulted from an argument with this full moon in Aries, the fiery climax approaches, and this Eros and Thanatos energy. It could be a fight, but something that they haven't said, or maybe the fight had to do with a lie, right? With the 7 of Blades and the lock and key, they think about that a lot. Okay, they think about that a lot. Maybe it was something selfish they did. I can see that in some instances. It's at the bottom. Yeah, I already read the bottom. I'll put it here. Yeah, something about accomplishments and status. This person definitely thinks about what they want and what they want to be with all of this Taurus energy. That's assets and stability, second house, right? Things that they own. Also a possessive nature with you, with show you off here. Like you have show you off and all of this possessive second house ownership energy. Like they may feel very possessive of you, and that's kind of their thoughts, like their warm and cozy thoughts, is that yes, Pao-Tu is mine, right? Like Pao-Tu's mine, and that's what makes them, like they fantasize about it, they think about it, they've got you under lock and key. Like that's the type of things that that make them feel warm inside, okay? Like that may be part of the kink. They may lock you up, you know, during sex, things like that. Like it's just part of the whole energy, right? That's just how they feel. Okay, so let me pull from these love-based oracle decks. And I do have my sex answers, erotic sex oracle hybrid at the end, so we can pull specifically for that intimate energy, okay? So this person's warm and cozy thoughts about how to. Okay. Dom and sub is at the bottom. You could be dating someone that will be very dominant. It's up to you if this is the kind of relationship you want. Exactly. Listen, lock and key, very dominant ownership energy. That's how this person sees you. That's how this person's energy is as it relates to their warm and cozy feelings. Like, they don't feel comfortable unless they feel like they own you to some degree. You do have pregnancy. Like, this person may want a family with you. They may be trying to get you pregnant as a means of control in some negative instances. And that's just what I'm saying, since I was already in that energy. Okay, it says a new love is entering your life with whom you may have a child with or work on a new project together. Now, the more innocent energy, the sweeter energy is this person's warm and cozy feelings when they think of themselves wrapped up in a blanket, like on the sofa with you and their children, right? Like, after having children, like kind of having a family with you and being able to show off a family with you, okay? Definitely the case. Now, this is a person that you could be starting a project with. Some of you, this pregnancy card, ooh, I'm losing my voice. I might be talking a little too much. It may be like a secret admirer energy. There may be someone that you may not even be thinking of for this reading with the in your dreams, like that fantasy manifesting energy, like manifesting a connection. Okay, like this, or maybe you did select this reading with this person in mind, and you're thinking about them and you don't realize they may be actively manifesting you or thinking about you and wanting it to initiate a connection with you, because pregnancy is just a new beginning. It's not necessarily a child. It's the beginning of a project, of a situation. Could be any of that, okay? I'll take these two and see what that is. Okay, you've got materialistic love. We did get that, especially with that ownership, that Taurus energy coming through. Materialistic love. It says, let's hope this relationship is not just about money and gifts. You'll only end up feeling miserable. Again, this is it's not just that. It just feels like an ownership, a possessive, very physical, lots of sex. When this person's on the couch, wrapped up in a blanket, like their warm and cozy thoughts, sex. Period. The end with you. Okay. And then you have fairy tale romance. It says this romance will feel magical. It will be an exciting adventure and perhaps a happily ever after. Again, they think of having a family with you, of being, you know, like they think of everything like to the end, right? Until the end, taking the plunge and just going for it. Okay. We get one more and we'll take the bottom. Yeah, they think about all the stuff you two have and do together. I'll take them both. Let's see. So karmic love says, look at that wrapped up together energy. I think it's interesting because they're in jackets, but it looks like blankets. So it is wrapped up together, cozy. That's this person's warm and cozy thoughts. This is how they like to be with you. But karmic love does say you'll have an instant attraction with your karmic, but it's not meant to last. However, you'll learn big lessons in love. So this may be a person that's thinking about the fact that this is a temporary connection. That's why you have this birth and death energy here. They may be not, the sharpened instincts feels like someone that's not seeing things, that feels like hidden things with that Seven of Blades, locking, like it feels like there's some secrecy energy, some hidden things related to the connection that is making this person question whether or not it's long term. You have devil in disguise. Someone may appear like an angel, but has a hidden dark side. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. That is look like wool, okay? So a mask. So there's some lies and some secrecy and whatnot in the connection that makes this person concerned and worried that it's temporary and not gonna last or not head anywhere, or that eventually it's gonna fizzle out because it just maybe there's some incompatibilities. Maybe that's what I was hitting on when I was talking about the sexual incompatibility that possibly happened. At the bottom, you do have on again, off again. Someone's entering your life who may disappear and reappear. Don't get trapped in this cycle. So yeah, if that's your energy, if that's the coupling, like that's how this person's worries about that. They think about that. They wonder if it's truly gonna be something permanent and stable, or if you two are going to consistently have the back and forth that you've been doing, if that's been a thing. But they don't want that. They would like for it to be stable. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Children again. So this person may want children, or maybe discussions about children, arguments about children, but that's the thing coming through for this person. Something about children. It says your love life is being affected by children. Okay. And then you also have a honeymoon. Some of you, it's as specific as their warm and fuzzy thoughts are getting you on a honeymoon and making sure you come back +1, you know what I mean? Or 2. Okay, it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So yeah, you watch it. If this person tries to take you on a trip, they may be trying to lock something down, okay? For sure, you have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Some of you, that child energy is an expression, right? It is it's a descriptor of the intimacy. Like I know people make that, oh, I'm going to get you pregnant comment, even in instances where it's not even possible or probable. So like that's kind of this person's vibe when they're in their warm and cozy vibe. They're like, oh, you know, I'll make a baby with you again, even in instances where it's not even possible or probable. That's their descriptor of their intimate levels of them going all the way in, right? Like that's the expression that they may use, okay? But there's also, like I said, that kink. There's that kink, especially with the masks and the hidden things coming through. So let's see. I'm going to be honest with you. Something's going on here because look at that. Why is accountability already flipped upside down like that? Okay, I even saw final shot just now. So what's going on? Something with you and your connection. Someone's got to do what they're going to do. I'm hearing crap ought to get off the pot because, like, honestly, there's an accountability theme here. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. So there's some situations here that need to be addressed, okay? For sure. I'm going to take 4 from this deck. But yeah, while I was, there's an energy here coming through for sure. I'll take that one as well. And we'll pull from the fourth one in a second. So let's see. We've got patience. Why the rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. Yeah, exactly. Especially if the issue is this child, like in this children, someone may not be ready. There's no need to rush that, okay, for sure. And they're thinking about their patience and like, whether it's them or you, they're thinking about the patience that needs to happen because there's no need to rush the connection. If it's forever, then it's forever. You got time. Okay, make a move. The time is now. Someone is planning to take action or it's time for you to make the move. So one of you wants to wait. One of you wants to move quickly, whether we're talking about children, whether we're talking about marriage, whether we're talking about just moving forward with the connection, making it less casual. Someone wants to move quickly and someone wants to move slow. If it's your person that wants to move quickly, they're practicing patience. And when they're trying to wait and be patient and wait for you, if you're the one that's waiting and they're if you're the one that's rushing, they're trying to figure things out, what they need to do to kind of keep you engaged as you wait for them. You do have at the bottom soulmate. The person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these cards have not been clear for this whole reading. I find it interesting that that one is naturally clear without me needing to wave it around, you know? So that's just interesting. So let me get my last one and I'll take the bottom from this deck. Your person's warm and cozy feelings. Yeah. Deeper intimacy. Some of you, the issue in and of itself is intimacy, okay? The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. And children, goodness. So children, let me figure out what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Children are a significant factor in your love life. This may signify the desire for them or someone's inner child needing attention. Let me figure out how this is affecting those of you where children is not a thing. Okay, some of you, this person is extremely childish. I did mention that selfish energy has to be because pregnancy, children. So those of you where it's not a conversation around children, someone wanting, someone not wanting, figuring it out, some of you, this person is childish, there's an immaturity, there's a lack of ready, there's a lack of development, has to be. Because why you got all of the children? Or maybe it's a theme and you don't realize, But let me know in the comments where children is affecting this connection. Honestly, I often read from a sense of singles or couplings that are in the middle stages, like not necessarily married with kids or not necessarily with kids. But some of you, the warm and cozy thing might literally be that you already have children between the two of you. Okay, like there's already children to be warm and cozy with. So that's the intimacy. It's not necessarily like it's trying to figure out how to have sex with the children in the house, right? Especially if one of you is not used to having children in the house. It's like trying to figure out that intimacy. Okay, so I'm just interested because pregnancy, children, and children, why is that the hugest theme here? If you don't have children, or if children is not the conversation, and if it's not an issue with maturity, let me know. Oh, okay. So I am seeing some of you may like to watch like family movies together. That may be a thing, like children's films. Like that's like you two kind of lay down and like might binge watch a lot of Disney movies or something like that. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. All right. Let's see, from this Twin Flame Soulmates Oracle deck, what you got for pile 2? What's that person's warm and fuzzy feelings? Yeah, some of you, your person just really likes kids and might be the niece, nephew, really sweet energy. But even though it's really just weird that that's coming through in a sense of not having children, because like this is an 8 Clean Plus reading, so it's just really interesting. You do have hot lover coming out, so yeah, some of you it is trying to figure out how to have sex around the children in the house or the children that you have and whatnot, because that's interesting that it came out like that. You have seduction. Y'all are dirty. Like some of you try to figure out how to like have the foreplay around the kids, like dancing around the kids so that the kids don't see. Because I mean, it is what it is. If you've got kids, I mean, it is what it is. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, some of you, it's the having the family, right? Puppy love, really young, really youthful energy, like playful energy. That's, okay. So I see it in multiple ways now. Thank you for the clarity. So it's like the puppy love, like the flirting, like feeling young, like kids, like running around, like being super playful. Like I mentioned, maybe watching kids movies, playing kids games, like that's warm and intimacy of just enjoying each other's company, deeper intimacy by being playful. And others of you, like I said, if you have kids or pets, like trying to get around the kids or the pets so that you can have that intimacy, especially since you do have family here, right? You've got family. So those are the cards that came through from the Twin Flame Soulmate Oracle deck. So this person does, their warm and fuzzy feelings is really just being able to be childlike and fun and playful with you. And that's part of the foreplay, but they also envision themselves having children and a family. And honestly, the way that I'm taking the energy, I'm actually surprising myself with the way that I'm reacting to the energy, because it just caught me off guard. So I'm feeling like a lot of you here, in instances where the children's card is not applying, it's catching you off guard too, because with the secrecy energy, your person is not expressing that desire with you. They haven't, some of you they may have not shared the desire for the family and the pets and, you know what I mean, in home together. But again, those other instances make up sense. Okay, in love, right? Just in love, enjoying each other's energy, enjoying each other's company and whatnot. Okay, so let's pull from this erotic sex answers oracle. Pile 2, I'm going to be completely transparent with you. If your person starts talking about having kids while having sex with you, they're not just caught up in the moment. Not with this energy coming through. Okay. I'm saying that because don't be caught off guard. Okay. Let me see. I want 8 from this stack. Give me that intimate energy for pile 2. Satisfaction. So that was a theme. This person is slow moving. Again, maybe it was rough at the beginning, but as they get familiar and comfortable with your body, extremely pleasing, right? Might be the best sex you've ever had because of the attention that they had to put, the work they had to put into, you know, get comfortable and familiar with you and your body, okay? How to. Bondage. I think I mentioned, is this the pile? There's, yep, lock and key. This person, kinky. They like bondage. They like to tie you up. But that's also that possessive, controlling energy of pile 2 is mine, right? Like pile 2 is mine and whatnot. Like it's a possessive, controlling energy. I'm not gonna lie. But that's the kink. Not saying it's toxic. I'm saying they like to tie you up. They like to lock you up as part of foreplay. Okay, but again, it is a focus on your satisfaction. It's not just about getting them and leaving it alone, even if that may have been the beginning stages. It is making sure you are satisfied, right? Yeah, and with hot lover, this person really, truly cannot get enough of you. So you have I'm so hot for you in reverse, and that feels like holding back until, like that feels like they, like either they tell you to hold it or you tell them to hold it. Or they just hold it by choice because they're not finishing until you finish. Okay? That's the energy. Let's see. Too self-conscious. Okay, so that makes sense. That happened, that insecurity. So like in the beginning where I was talking about how that kind of lack of a compatibility, possibly a little selfish of a lover, or just not familiar. It's the self-conscious, so it was nerves. It was nerves, or is going to be nerves. Like I said, some of you are in early stages where it hasn't been any intimacy. Others of you are very experienced and have been together for years. It just depends on where you fall. You'll know if you're identifying with past, present, or future energy, right? You have at the bottom so far sexual healing, which talks about development sexually, development intimately, it being satisfying and pleasurable for the both of you, it being like very good and like feeling really, really good after. So let me pull these last 4 for you, pile 2. What's that? Okay, and that fell in reverse, but I wanted to read it. There's someone else in reverse, okay? It's a nobody else. If that was a confirmation you need, I think I might have actually mentioned it at the beginning. Here's another confirmation. There's someone else, reverse. Only you, right? And they expect that it's only them. Let's do it in public. Might be a little kink to it. This person might have a little kink, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious to see what that is on top of show you off. So we'll take it only because I'm curious to see what that is and why. Be freaky for me. So following let's do it in public, right? Show you off. Be freaky for me. This person thinks about all the time how if you two are open, if this isn't a secret connection, right? Like if this is a public connection, this person thinks about all the time how like they're kinky enough to be like, man, for people to know that I'm banging pile 2. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, funny. Like it just makes them feel good to know that people know that like pile 2, you are theirs, and that y'all are having sex. Like the fact that like you're together and people know it, like they're like, yeah, people, they gotta know that pile 2 is mine. So like, I'm not gonna lie, it may be a little bit of an inexperienced energy coming through, and maybe that was the awkward nature of first. Like this person may not have that many sexual partners in their life, because like the fact that like they're really excited that people know, or that people will know that you two are having sex. And that's hilarious for me. Okay, but you have be freaky for me coming across that, right? Romantic is at the bottom, and I want to take my last 2. With the be freaky for me, this person really loves or thinks about or fantasizes, whatever stage you are at, about you kind of doing what they say sexually. Like you kind of being at their whim with the bondage and whatnot, okay? Like you kind of taking the instructions and doing the freaky things they tell you to do or ask you to do, okay? Let me see if I can get my last two. Okay, pile 2. They're warm, fuzzy thoughts. Got mixed signals. So mixed signals is here. Mixed signals. Hot and cold. It's also a start and stop when I say kind of energy, but it's a means of control, right? It's a means of control. It's a wait for when I say energy, okay? Or your person may be giving you mixed signals, right? In some instances, that is the foreplay though, okay? Let me get my last one and we'll close this out. I heard one last shot. I got 2 cards that came out, but I heard the words one last shot. So whatever happened, if there, like I think I mentioned arguments, I think I mentioned lies, I think I mentioned secrets, I think I mentioned in selfish tendencies, one last shot. Someone feels like they've got one last shot. So we've got sex with your ex. Maybe that's the one last shot. Especially if you're talking about an ex, getting back together with an ex. It doesn't have to be an ex. It could be someone you've engaged with in the past or something, just someone with past energy, regardless of if it was an actual ex, right? Trust issues. I was just about to say, maybe that's why these two came together. Your person's worried that you're going to have sex with your ex. Like, especially when you detach and give them mixed signals, they worry. Like, especially if they're like, warm, I say warm and cozy. So like if I envision them on like a couch, especially if they're alone, like I think I touched on in the beginning, they're thinking about you possibly being with somebody that's not them, and that really upsets them. Obsession. Yeah. That's the energy they're sending you, right? That's why you have, I'm so hot for you, like, honestly, and there's someone else in reverse. Like, if like they get so bothered that they can't even, like if they were gonna masturbate or if they were thinking about sex with you, they can't even, because they're so mad when they think about someone else being with you, okay? Or the idea of you being with somebody else. Yeah, but again, obsessed. That's kind of the energy that they have with you, especially if you're that on again, off again energy, right? Definitely the case. Like, they worry about you moving on if they're the ex, and if they're not the ex, they worry about you getting back with that ex, especially if you have a history with an ex where it was a consistent thing. That bothers them, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in tune on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 3, let's look at your person's warm and cozy feels. I'm going to start with this Oracle deck to get some 18 plus energy as an overview. Then we'll hop right into the tarot cards, and then we'll go through each of those other Oracle decks so we can get more details about this person's warm and cozy feels. Okay, and we will wrap this up at the end with that erotic sex answers Oracle deck. Okay. Memories and remembrance. So it feels like your person is alone a lot. Like, I feel like that was a common theme in a lot of the parts. Your person's alone a lot, and like they think about you a lot while they're alone. Like, but they like, it's a remembering, it's a thinking. It's like anytime they're doing something that would be warm and cozy, like if they're cuddled, like, because I've been using the theme of like wrapped up in a blanket since it's fall season and such, with like the hot chocolate that you selected. Like, this person thinks about you when they're doing that, but it's like, whether they're doing it alone or they're doing it like in settings with other people, whether it's a third party or they're with friends and family, and they're kind of wishing you were there and whatnot. You have erotic bliss. Definitely starts, especially if it's spiked, right? Like if it's spiked, I'm using that example of that hot chocolate that you selected. It feels like this person kind of gets a little bit kinky. They start thinking of you intimately, especially if this is not a brand new connection where there's been intimacy. This person definitely thinks about the freaky things you've done, and they start really dwelling on that, right? Like, that's what this person does when they're warm and cozy, is think about intimacy with you, especially if it has happened. If it hasn't happened, they start thinking of fantasy. They start having fantasies of that erotic bliss. But If there's any inkling of a memory that was something where they would have been turned on, even if it wasn't a sexual memory, a memory where they got turned on or they were thinking of you sexually in a moment you were doing something, where whether conscious or not, this person replays memories of you all the time in a sexual manner, okay? Warm and cozy feels. This person feels good. Like, just thinking of you makes this person feel good, right? And it's funny because as I was cleansing your decks, I was already getting that vibe, pile 3. But your cards really reaffirm that. Like, just thinking of you makes them feel good. Being around you makes them feel good. Just having you as their person, or even if you're not that person, just interacting with you makes them feel good. That's why they replay their memories and they're constantly remembering the moments that they share with you, whether it's erotic or otherwise. So let's see if we can get 3 tarot cards, and then I'll pull, see what the bottom is. Okay. Is that 4 or 5? Yeah, we'll take all of them. Why not? At the bottom, you have the moon, exactly, emotions. This person feels very deeply for you. Erotic bliss, that is how they feel. And in their moments, especially when they're alone, when they're thinking of you, when they're cozy and they're just to themselves, or cozy with other people, again, even if it's a, you know, third party, when they're cozy, you're on their mind and they feel very intensely for you, especially if it's like a private connection, because, you know, you've got Pisces 12th house themes of subconscious energy, of hidden things, of secrets. And so, you know, they may not share that that's where their head is. Even if they're with you, they may not share that they're thinking of you intimately, but that's the case, right? Because again, this doesn't have to be cozy away from you. It just feels like that because of the memories and remembrance. But even when you're around, there's like possibly some sort of a distance, especially since you have the 2 of Blades here, which shows that it's possibly like a hesitation on their part, like a lack of initiative as it relates to initiating sex. Like, even if the connection is a thing, right? If it's a true relationship, something about initiating sex is just something that's uncomfortable for this person. And you have the Lovers card here, which is Gemini energy. It is 3rd house of communication, which shows this person struggles to communicate their needs and whatnot, just in general. Hierophant, which is 2nd house Taurus energy. You got a lot of major arcana coming out. And then you've got that 9 of Rods, which is a pause. So like, if there's a pause, this person kind of sits and thinks about you. So this person is a person that will hesitate to engage you sexually. Doesn't matter the stage of the connection, just something about it. Maybe they're a little more reserved, but 2 of Blades on one side, 9 of Rods on the other is a hesitation. It's a hesitation, okay? Especially with the Lovers and the Hierophant. And honestly, it's feeling more so those of you where it's not a super stable connection. Like, something about an instability here, because the Lovers and the Hierophant, that's stable. Right, the Lovers is a couple. Hierophant is like a married couple. Like, that's as stable gets. It's a committed long-term connection. It is no questions in the status, right? So if you're in a situationship and it's questionable, that is why this person lives in these memories of the erotic bliss, because they don't really know how to engage you consistently, or as consistently as they'd like to. Because while they have all these feelings, right, this erotic bliss, this Lovers, the moon, you're not truly theirs, even though you feel like it in some instances. Okay, so let me pull from the astrology-based oracle deck. There's 3, 4, no, it's too many. I've been getting that a lot throughout this reading. It's not normal. The bottom you have, oh yeah, look at that. Blessing, moon, contentment. That's how they feel. Like, that's how they feel about you, along with that erotic bliss. Contentment. They feel content with you. Even when they can't be with you sexually, they feel like having you is a blessing. You have Leo energy, the hero. So that's 5th house energy of fun, of pleasures, of joy. This person always wants to have sex with you. They always think about sex with you. They always want to enjoy you. They always want to have fun with you and pleasure with you. Just the idea of you makes them content. But again, there's that hesitation, that fear, that secrecy here. And let's see if we'll get more on that. But they feel good overall as it relates to you. There's just a fear to engage you intimately. Even though they love that, even though they have amazing memories, or even if they have amazing fantasies, just something about that desire feels like something they have to resist or keep hidden. I'll take those two. Yeah, for sure. So at the bottom, you have the house 4, which is that home, cozy energy I was picking up on, like at home with family, right? It's cultural, family roots, home, peace and comfort, like when they're with their family. So maybe that's the energy. Like when this person is cozy, most of the time they're with a family, whether this is a third party situation or like they're just with like their family, like siblings and parents and whatnot, or like friends. Like when they're cozy, they're cozy at home, right? In some sort of a home, whether it's their home or family home, when they're thinking of you. And they don't feel like maybe it's just not the appropriate setting to be all this erotic bliss energy. So you have this Jupiter reverse, which is growth and expand, like kind of hiding an erection, like keeping it to yourself, even though like in a sense you're like not really present, right? 2 of Blades, 9 of Rods is not being completely present in the moment, right? You've got Yang, somebody that's really going, right? That very active energy can be masculine in nature, right? Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion, right? Restraining that energy, restraining that arousal in situations where it may not be appropriate. I'm seeing that's what it is. It may not just be appropriate, because the interesting thing is your 2 bottom of the decks here, house 4 is ruled by the moon. Like the moon is Cancer energy. House 4 is Cancer energy. So home and family, okay, for sure. And that's why it's all about thinking, thoughts versus actions. If anything, it's a delay. It's like a wait, like it's gonna happen, but not right now. Maybe a win after whatever the stuff is. I don't know what that is coming through, but it is a specific message for someone, okay? Don't worry, we'll get it. Let me pull more of these astrology-based oracle decks, and then we'll see. We'll see what that is. House 3. Have faith in your dreams. I definitely want one more from this deck. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. At the bottom, you have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So this is someone that doesn't feel like they're in a position to communicate with you, whether you are a couple, whether you're not. Something they're living off of memories, right? Like when they're warm and cozy, for whatever reason, they're living off of memories, or they don't feel like you're gonna have sex with them if you're close in proximity to them for whatever reasons. But you're gonna get that clarity with the answers you need are coming, right? For sure. All of this restraint energy, it's clearing, right? With work through your fears, have faith in your dreams. This person's kind of building up the confidence. Like some of you, they're in a setting where it's not appropriate. Others of you, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you stumble upon it, this is the present energy for your person. Okay. The present or near future. It depends on the stage, honestly. Like I say that, but I feel like most of you, this is kind of present energy, which is why it's a little confusing, because I'm used to reading across timelines, whereas it just kind of would normally vary by stage of your connection. So some of you, this would be past energy. Some of you, this would be present energy, and others of you would be future energy, depending on where you are. But yeah, it feels like this person's currently working through whatever is in their head, since memories and remembrance is in your head energy. 2 of Blades is in your head energy, working some stuff out, and then they'll do whatever they need to do to kind of move towards you in that sexual energy, okay? But that's their warm and cozy thoughts, is kind of, okay, I'm either not in the right setting to be thinking of pile 3, or so I need to calm down. That's one scenario. The other scenario is, well, I'm missing pile 3, but I know it's not appropriate to reach out. Another instance is that they're missing you, but you're not close enough. Like they have to, I guess, distance, whether it's traveling or whatnot. Let me see what Melanin Pop has to say. I think I'm going to pull, I've been pulling 4 from each deck. So we'll stay on course. Top 3, they're warm and cozy feelings for you. Okay. Tea. Some gossip. Okay. See, this is kind of that mental mind things, right? So the T is gossip, eavesdropping, storytelling. So this person's warm and cozy feelings. It's interesting at that cup, right? Like, because you did pick up the hot chocolate. So like this person's probably drinking while they're feeling this way. And I think I touched on it in earlier, but there's also the setting of like talking, and maybe the setting they're in, like it with the family, like it could be siblings, could be friends. The setting is conversations happening with this third house of Gemini, like conversations happening about sex, right? 8th house, Scorpio, like it could be like sex, conversation about sex happening or relationships happening. And like it kind of you slipping in or thoughts of you rising in this person's mind as the conversations are going, right? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. You have Ice Queen at the bottom. Assertive, composed, strength, but what we want 4. You have manipulation. Where are you? Control, influence, devious, trick, exploitative, and fool. So, this is some interesting energy. Let me get all 4. Because I mean, even if you're not a reader, you can see that this is interesting, and it's not warm and cozy at all, but it's not like necessarily negative. It's just interesting. You have tradition, which family, values, ceremony, generational beliefs, groups. So group setting. So this person's definitely around family of some sort. The bottom, you have student, learning, classes, college, observant, listening, study. Someone's having a conversation and your person's listening as they're cozy or paying attention as they're cozy, and it's affecting them, if that for whatever reason, whether good or bad. So like it's feeling like for the good, it's feeling like the conversation that's happening, your person's kind of, I don't say putting themselves in their shoes, but like it might be, somebody might be talking about their relationship and your person's like comparing your connection with that connection. Some conversation is happening and it's making your person miss you and want to talk to you. Communication, news, offers, excitement, luck, right? You got the answers you need are coming. Like after your person does the warm and cozy thing, especially if it's like with family, since you have all of this energy here of like family, this person definitely feels like talking to you after. So again, maybe after some drinks, especially since you have taste, right? It says flavor, sweetness, pleasant, expensive, beauty, details. So it could be instances where like your person may be with their friends, they may be like describing each other's like people that they're dating or engaging sexually. Like if they have like friends with benefit situations, like it's a group setting and they're all talking about the people they engage, and then you come up and that's the memory. They might actually bring it up around their friends or like certain family members, like, you know, like siblings, cousins, whatever. It just feels like conversations are happening and it's making your person like in their warm and cozy setting, right? Because this is a warm and cozy vibe. Start missing you and fantasizing about you and having memories about you. And maybe they're bringing up scenarios with you and sharing with like their friends and stuff. That's how it feels. But you do have a manipulation vibe here too, of a control, influence, devious, trick. I'm not gonna lie, this person is like, in some instances it's funny because they're telling the people around them that you've kind of got them whipped, like they do whatever you tell them, and like it's coming out and people are like, wow, that really, we didn't know that. Maybe they didn't know it was that serious, or they didn't know they were seeing someone, or they didn't know you two were like getting married. Some of you are like got all kinds of stuff going on. There's so many scenarios coming through for you, Pile 3. But it is very interesting. It is tea, you know. But like I said, it's just the setting with your person. This is the loudest of the 3 piles I've done so far. Because while I do see your person kind of cozy alone in some instances, this person is surrounded by people. Like this is the one pile where people are around, okay? Like moon, family, house 4, family, taste, family, tradition, family. It is the holiday season, so if you're watching it in real time as I upload it, your person might be traveling, visiting family, have family around, have family over. Might even be like a twin in some instances, like your person might have a twin that they're very close to, where they, you know, share all of their business. But yeah, this person's telling all of y'all's business. I'm not gonna lie, and it's hilarious to me. I think it's funny when I, like, as the reader, when I get to kind of like eavesdrop on private situations, because I mean, like, that's just funny. But yeah, your person's telling all your business. Top 3. Yeah, they're telling all your business, but and expect to hear from them. Because like I said, even if you're not watching this as I upload it, this is a timeless reason. So there's something there's some type of, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a birthday, any kind of holiday, something where your person's in a setting and they're like, yeah, pile 3's got me wrapped around their finger. I do whatever pile 3 wants. Like, I'll do whatever pile 3 wants. There's settings where like manipulation is advice, like where tea and manipulation is advice that like those friends and family members are sharing with your person. It's a very loud pile, I'm not gonna lie. Perked me right up. Just because I was caught off guard. I was like, what? Let's see. Sacred bond, yeah, that's what they're saying to people. So now this is a what are they saying? I might do that reading next. I'll see. I'll put it on the list. But like this quickly shifted from a warm and cozy feelings to, they're not, like, when they're comfortable. So I don't know if this person's a busybody, so they don't relax until they kind of settle in with like family and stuff. But yeah. So there's the two sides, right? The ones where they're with like friends and family and they're telling all of your business. And then there's the ones where they're at home, third party situation with their family. And they're like thinking of you, and certain conversations and scenarios are happening. Because even if they're visiting, like, like let's say you're in a third party and your person's married and they're with their spouse and they go off to whatever with siblings and family and such. And like conversations are happening and they're remembering you and they're thinking of you and they know they're being sneaky, right? And devious. So they're having that restraint and pretending that it's not, you know, a thing. So like there's multiple sides to this pile. But yeah, for sure, sacred bond. You will have a spiritual connection that will allow you to see yourself through the person you love. Ooh, allow you to see yourself through the person you love. So yeah, they think about like their cozy feelings. Like they start feeling about how you two are just alike, how you do just like them. Like your actions are very similar. You have some of the same qualities, like you mirror in this Gemini energy. And like they talk about that with people too, if it's a setting where they can, right? Where it's not like a third party. Love, hate. Oh yeah. So like definitely I can hear like somebody like complaining about their partner, like, and saying like, ooh, they get on my nerves, like they always take advantage, like trying to make me do what they want to do all the time or something like that. And your person's just like thinking of you and they're like, yeah, I love that, I'll hate that, or whatever, right? Interesting. I don't know why that's the cozy conversation that's happening, but we're just getting all of your person's business, okay? Let's see. I want 4, so let's see. But definitely you're likely to hear from your person soon with your answers you need are coming in that call, okay? So friends with benefits. So especially if it's on shaky grounds and it's not stable, like your person's like thinking about it and getting a little more, I don't want to say serious because it's still this, right? It's still the friends with benefits. It's still the casual situation, but in them listening to people that are legitimately in connections, right? It's still making them compare it to your situation. So friends with benefits says you may have great sexual chemistry. Hold on, it's blurred. It's back blurred. Okay. So, but never take it to the next level. Careful not to get hurt. So yeah, this person's talking about a connection, like they're telling your business, especially if it's casual, like, oh, they feel the sacred bond with you. And like, even though it's casual, and then you got friends first, like it's a friendly, like, oh, you know, I have a friend. I have a friend energy. You tell me about it in the comments, pile 3. what kind of friends y'all have. Like, you know what I mean? Like this person's like, I have a friend. It says you're attracting a new love that will begin as a friendship. It will develop into something more. So yeah, some of you where it's not super scandalous, your person's just like telling all of your business. And they're like, yeah, I could see myself with pile 3. Like they're real cozy with their cup, with their family. Like, yeah, you know, I've been talking to pile 3. I might call them right now. Like that's the energy, you know, teamwork. Whatever you lack, they got you, and vice versa. You have found your teammate in love and life. Like they're like, yeah, we're really equally yoked, just like me. I was expecting feelings. I mean, we got the feelings, right? The feelings are very clear and transparent. It's all of the business that's come, all the conversations that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nosy, so have to. You have the score. Who is playing who? Somebody here is looking to score, but only play if you are willing to lose a game. So yeah, they're definitely looking for advice, and like they're sharing information, they're sharing like stories, they're listening to stories and thinking of you. Like again, lots of conversations with a lot of people. Very busy energy here. The bottom, you do have star-crossed lovers. Both of you will want to be together, but you feel the stars are working against you. Perhaps it's bad timing. So I feel like that star-crossed lovers is your person's difficulty in knowing how to proceed, and it's also the bad timing feels like, because this is missing, right? The remembrance, like for whatever reason, like you are not in the setting. I don't know why you're not in the setting, but you're not in the setting, and this person kind of misses you. That star-crossed lovers is your person kind of missing you and talking about it to some sense. Okay, so let me pull from these other love-based decks, and we'll get more energy. Your person, but yeah, your person is cozy with people. They're cozy with family and friends, okay? And honestly, the friends, I didn't even think of it in that perspective, but the friends with benefits, friends first energy towards you is how they're feeling. But this is also my confirmation as I'm reading all of this family and friends energy, right? Like even it might even be games. Like sacred bond would be their closest family members and closest friends, and the score would be games and such. Like they may be playing games, or like playing like a little sport game outside with their family, with their friends, or going to some type of sports event or watching it, right, in the cozy setting. I got all of your person's business. Okay, I don't know why specifically this pile gave me a whole scene of the cozy. Like I feel like I got the cozy setting, the cozy conversations. Like I didn't, but maybe the first 2 piles were people that were alone. And if you pick multiple piles, maybe this is just your person when they're around other people. Maybe that's what it is. We won't question the energy. We'll just read it as it comes. But let's see, pile 3. We want 4 from this 2, and I have 2. Forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. Okay, so maybe you 2 had a fight. Maybe that's why you didn't go. I don't know. Right? Something about forgiveness. You have quality time. Look at that. Quality time means putting away the phone and clearing your brain of anything distracting so you can, to ensure that your partner is the #1 focus. So I think, oh yeah, so these 2 alone, it says might be a situation where you're not speaking to them. Like they may not be giving you the attention you want, or you may not be giving them the attention they want. But like that's a conversation. That's what, like in the cozy setting, because you got the cozy setting. They think about how they kind of want you in that setting, and they hope that there's an opportunity with Forgive and Heal to actually have you in that setting the next time, or at some point, you know, as you 2 work through whatever you have going on. And also, this is also the confirmation that this is the setting, right? Quality time, spending time with loved ones, and that they want to do that with you as well. So they start thinking about, well, if pile 3 was here, right? Then, you know, this wouldn't be a memory, this wouldn't be a thought, I would be able to actually be with pile 3. So let me get my last 2. You do have telepathy, so that's part of the communication piece. It says, pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. So this person, they think about you a lot, and especially in a cozy setting. So whatever cozy settings I'm describing that you kind of know your person is in, or going to be in, or was in, that's the energy that they have when they're in it. Especially, you know what? I'm realizing some of you did have, when your person's in a very specific setting and you know it, and especially if it's third party or something, you're feeling like you wanted to be there. And when you saw my cozy, what did I put on there? Warm and cozy thumbnail, you're like, oh, let me see how cozy they are. And here we are with all of their business. We'll see. Especially if you're feeling left out with that forgive and heal energy. It's gonna be okay. Honestly, I just was not expecting this pile. I was expecting anything but this pile, I'm not gonna lie. But it's interesting, and I like the concept. I might actually develop it into a video in and of itself. So there's that. So butterflies, enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. So yeah, this person gets butterflies. They start thinking about, so if you're feeling away, if you know you're in a third party, your person's married, got a family, or hiding you from their family, any of the scandalous things, we don't judge, we just read the energy. If you're feeling away, just know your person's, whatever setting they were in or presently in, will be in without you. They're thinking of you the whole time, especially intimately with the sexual energy, with erotic bliss here, okay? They're thinking about you. They're having butterflies in their tummy, like you're the only one they're really interested in sexually, especially as they're listening to stories. There's stories being told, right? Tea being spilled about people and people's business, like everybody's sharing everybody's business, and your person's listening and reflecting and having memories and remembrance of you, right? Yeah, so it says sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. And they're also learning to listen to you more too in this setting. Like I said, your person's business is coming out, okay? Share with me in the comments why this is so specific, okay? It's been a while since I've gotten one this specific. Here we go, ecstasy. Look at that, erotic bliss and ecstasy. Your person gets really turned on, you know, but again, it's all about you, okay? It says your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. This feeling of pleasure is electrifying. You just make your person feel really, really good. And I did know that, like, before I got all of this messy business, you know, all of you, it's not messy. All of you, it's not third party. All of you, it's not like a secret thing. Some of you, it's just this person is out with like their family, out with their friends, and you two have your own lives. You're doing your own thing, and all of your business is still coming out because you're the one that's on their mind. So they're constantly just talking about you, talking about the journey, the evolution, the connection, asking for advice, listening to stories with the other family members and friends. You know what I mean? But this person from the shuffle that I did, like when I was cleansing the deck, 100% feels just so good thinking about you. Like they just feel good feeling for you in general with that moon card, with ecstasy, with erotic bliss, contentment, blessing moon. Like that's how they feel. Like you make them feel like this Leo energy, the hero. And like when they're cozy and confident in the connection, even when they're not around you, you just feel really good. You have at the bottom soulmate, exactly. It says this person you are inquiring about, even if it's blurry for you right now, is your soulmate. Even if things aren't clear, right? That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation, even if it's a little dark, right? Even if it's a little dark, that this is your confirmation that this is a solid connection, okay? Freedom. You have to give your person some space sometimes, some freedom to go out and live their life too, okay? Separation, as I split the deck. So let's see. Pile 3. I was going to say your person's warm and fuzzy thoughts instead of cozy. So something about fuzzy. Maybe they like fuzzy blankets, fuzzy socks, fuzzy pillows, something, okay? Pile 3, tell me more about your person's warm and cozy thoughts about you. And I do have at the end, that's I'm about to use the Twin Flame Soulmate Oracle, but I also have that Sex Answers Erotic Sex Oracle deck. So you have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This person gets horny when they're away from you, around other people. Something about the conversations that are happening, the settings. Like, I don't know if they're around like lots of other couples. I don't know if that's the case. You have at the bottom of the deck wedding. This situation involves marriage. So maybe there's a wedding they went to that you didn't go to. Something about that energy just really makes them think about you and miss you and wonder about being with you. for sure. Lots of energy coming through. Okay, so pile 3, tell me more about your person's warm and cozy thoughts. When they're feeling warm and cozy, playful. Exactly. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This person will, like, especially if you're not around, they'll call you and just try to talk because, like, they're feeling the butterflies, they're feeling the ecstasy, they're feeling playful. Like, they're wanting you desperately with the chemistry and the playfulness combination. This is a person that, if they go out with friends, they come home, like, super horny. Just so you know. I don't know the nature of the connection, but like I can see it. So yeah. So you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That's a loaded card here. Let me tell you why. In reverse, it talks about that distance, about you not being in the environment when they're cozy and missing you and whatnot, or thinking of you. But it also talks about because of the chemistry and the casual nature of the connection, right? We've got casual nature of the connection. In some instances, they're concerned about you kind of reconciling with an ex, and they're trying to figure out the best way to stop you from doing that. At the bottom, you do have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Ooh, scandalous. Some of them are talking about the fact that they would never look at their ex again, right? Where this isn't a third party, where there's not multiple parties. They're like, what I look like getting back with that ex. That's the thing. Like, I would never. Like, pile 3 is so fun. It's so good. Like, the sex is good. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of the stage of the connection, like, they feel this radiant energy, this ecstasy, chemistry, erotic bliss, this fun with you. Like, and you two have a foundation of friendship. So why would they even, like, go back to that ex? Okay? Like, they're like, pile 3 is it, right? You have soulmate 2 times. But I'm not going to take it because I want one more. Exactly. And that just flipped out of my hand. So you do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Exactly. Why would I reconcile with an ex when I'm trying to further things with pile 3? That's the energy. And that's the thoughts. Like, that's what they're thinking. That's what they're feeling. It's just that your person's very loud in a very loud setting. So they're communicating it very clearly. Okay. And, like, there's so many conversations happening. And at the bottom, you tap your true bottom, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This person's like, when I see pile 3, I'm going to let them know how I feel. Like, it's crazy. Like, lots of energy. Very fun environment, though. I will say very fun, passionate environment. One thing I will share with you, pile 3, your person, this cozy, warm setting, the fact that I'm asking your person's cozy, warm feels, right? They have a very strong, healthy family and friend environment. I will say this. They have healthy connections around them. So I don't know if you knew that, but I just want to make you aware, because when I ask the warm, cozy feels, it's just when they're cozy. I actually went into this reading thinking, let me start my shuffle with the intent of seeing, like, when they're warm and cozy with you. So far in all the piles, I've got when this person's warm and cozy alone. I've got, like, you know what I mean? I've gotten some hints of when they're warm and cozy with you, but this person's most warm and cozy. So maybe I just have a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers that are currently in early stages of a connection, because this person feels like they're around their family and friends. And I'm not talking about those of you in the third party scandalous situation. This person's surrounded by a lot of close family, a lot of close friends. And that's when they're most comfortable. Because I guess the question, the way that I'm phrasing it is, when this person's most comfortable, what are their feelings and thoughts of you? And this person's family and friends are very, very important to them, okay? Just so we're clear. All right. And I love that. That's sweet. It's really sweet. Very, very nurturing environment. So let's see. Pile 3, your person's warm. Yeah, lasting love. This person, that's the environment that they're in. But again, engagement. This person's actually telling people they could kind of see themselves marrying you. Not saying that you're there, like they're talking about it. They're like, but eventually, yeah, I could see that, you know, like with pile and incorporating, especially with tradition, right? Tradition is like a family tradition, a friendship tradition. Like how do y'all feel if I bring pile 3, or like if pile 3, you know what I mean? Like it's feeling like that for you. So that's nice. So, you know, with that lasting love coming through. So I am pulling 4 from this deck. And we'll take the bottom before we hop in that erotic sex answers oracle hybrid. Okay. So let's see, pile 3, what's your person's warm and cozy vibe? At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting mostly the scandalous energy and I was like, what is happening? But no, the primary energy here is that really sweet energy of your person's just telling all of y'all business to their family and friends. Let me see if I can get more. Yeah, look at that. And I think it's cute how it fell. So look at that, face to face is how it fell. Like pile 3 and I see eye to eye, like wanting to be face to face, close together, very, very intimate with you. It says relationship, right? That's this person's warm and cozy vibe, relationship. This is a very family, friend oriented individual. This is a monogamous person. So those of you where you're in third party situations where you're like not the main, just know that. Okay, I'm not predicting anything. I'm not saying anything. I just want to make it very clear to you that the reason why this is a third party, so far from what I see, you can find other readings. I may do another one. This person's very committed to their family. So, like I said, even if they're thinking of you and the fun, right, playfulness and whatnot, it might be real casual with you. I'm just making you aware depending on your situation. If that's the understanding, if that's the situation, then good. But I'm just making sure you know this person's really this person is typically a monogamous type. Okay, don't know how you ended up here, but that's it. You know, and there's the small few of you in the third party situation where this person is thinking of you and how they're not gonna go back to their spouse. But I'm just saying you would need a personal reading to confirm that. All right, so let me get 2 more. No. All right, well, okay, so I will take it. I will put it on the table. But since I was talking about what I was talking about, some of you had a yes or no question and it didn't resonate. Whatever your yes or no question was, this is, you know, for better or worse, whatever the question was. But the topic I was just talking about, if you were asking if this, trying to see if this person's gonna leave their spouse for you or whatever, most likely a no. Hidden feelings gonna continue to hide you, all right, for sure. So, and that hidden feelings is confirmation for those of you where it's new. So I'm gonna cover that up since we got that confirmation already, and we're gonna continue to develop the other feelings, which is captured, right? Okay, like some of you, those of you that are not in third-party situations, it's like I didn't think anybody would capture me like pile 3 did, but here we are. And then we also have them just in their mind like saying, yeah, I think pile 1 is going to be the one that take me out the streets. Pile 3 might be the one that actually lock me down. Loyalty, right? Exactly. So that loyalty energy is here for better, for worse, for this pile, regardless of what side you're on, okay? This person's very loyal, regardless of if they have scandalous tendencies. Their loyalty is pretty much where it's going to be, okay? You have real deal, but it came out in reverse. So now I need to see, let's check the bottom before we pull again. Let go. So it's coming through for those of you in situations where it's, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to pull one more because we're stepping out of that energy. Those of you where this is something that could be headed somewhere, that dominant energy that came through when they're telling all of your business about the lasting love, the relationship, and how they've been captured. Let's see what their warm and cozy feelings are. I think that was hidden feelings trying to come out again. Like, oh, I haven't told pile 3 yet. And I didn't tell you yet. Okay, so hold on. Right? Yeah. That's the energy for those of you that are not in that energy, okay? Like I said, we don't judge here, but I will be honest with you about the energy that I see shifting gears. There's a gear shift. So like if you are in a third party situation and you're trying to see if your person's going to adjust for you, the answer is likely no. If your person, if you're evolving a connection, like it's a monogamous thing or a casual thing that you're trying to develop, this person's warm and cozy feelings are like, okay, how do I shift gears so that pile 3 takes me more seriously, right? They feel very lucky in love, right? Like they're gonna take the gamble, right, to be with you, but like they feel very lucky in love, okay? So let me I'm going to move this because it's in the way I'm realizing. Yeah, there's an ending of some sorts. Whatever the ending is, I don't know. But yeah, let me get these erotic sex answers oracle deck to get more of the intimate energy for pile 3. So this person's doing a lot of talking. Okay, pile 3. I'm gonna pull 8 from these decks. Pile 3. Your person's warm and fuzzy, ready for a boo call. I told you this person, and you may have wanted to pick a different pile. You may have wanted to pick a different pile. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. But yes, ready for booty call. This person will probably call you on a whim after hanging out with family, after being close, while with family, while with friends, like talking to you crazy. Not even just sexually, just saying all kinds of crazy things to you, like booty call, okay? So let me see, what's that? Ah, see, look, and you have entangled in reverse, like not tied up, like if your person's usually tied up, like once they get comfortable in that setting, that warm and welcoming environment they're in, they're ready to go. Like they may be discreet, but with the entanglement, it's like I'm available now, right? In reverse, it's like I'm open, I'm free, like I'm ready, right? Ready. Like where you at, pile 3? That's funny. Like protect yourself, like normally a guarded, like this is funny. This person's funny. This came out in a different pile. You have be freaky for me. So yeah, this person gets real freaky when they're comfortable and in a warm, welcoming environment. I'm going to grab those off the floor. You have try new things. This person is saying that they are open with entanglement in reverse. I am open for you, pile 3, right? That's what this person's saying, especially with all of the backside. They may be very into that. So give me a minute. I have actually, ironically enough, 4 cards. So I'm going to take these, but I'm going to shuffle 2 more on camera just because I feel like that's cheating. Okay, but they did fall. So you have submit to me. Lots of backside energy. Stolen kisses, sexual healing, and you're my fantasy. This is the type of stuff they'll say, like, you know, like, why are you acting funny? Be mine. Remember that time we had sex? We did it. Like, because it's a lot of playful energy here, okay? Like, you're my fantasy. Like, they wish they could have sex with you. Like, that's the type of things this person would say to you. Not open right now. Like I'm not in town right now. I'm not around right now. But when I come back, like I said, I'm going to get 2 more. So here's the interesting thing. So you have long lasting, right? And you have other lovers. And this is feeling to me like this person saying like, hey, I don't care about those other people that I used to mess with or that you used to mess with. Like they're not worried about that at all, and they're hoping that you're not messing with anybody. Like, and this is also the busyness that is surrounding them, right? Like I said, there's a lot of people around, lots of conversations and tea underneath there being spilled, right? In this environment, like there's always a lot of people around, and like they're communicating how, again, long lasting. You're the one that they really can see going that, right? Let's do it in public, telling all of your business. Telling all of your business, like calling you in front of people, telling all of your business, having private conversations in front of people, right? This person will call you and talk to you about having a booty call in front of their friends, in front of their family, not even realizing, going deeper, like, you know what I mean? Like, very interesting, okay? Was not expecting pile 3, but again, I found it very entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. So that is all I have for you today, pile 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 4, let's look at your person's cozy vibe, okay? Now we're gonna start with this 18 plus oracle deck so we can get an overall theme of their warm and cozy vibe towards you specifically, and then I'll pull from this tarot deck, and then we'll look at all of those oracle decks that I have, including the Twin Flame Soulmate Oracle and the Erotic Sex Answers Oracle Hybrid. So we will for sure get into this information. I want to say the first 3 piles were interesting and nothing like I expected when I asked the question, but we're rolling with it as it comes. So what do you have here? Soft whispers. Finally, I think this is the one pile that actually is giving the energy that I intended. So soft whispers, they're warm and cozy vibes. So this person 100% is thinking of you while they're with you. Like they kind of want to whisper to you. Like their vibe is, and even if this isn't in-person energy, like even if it's like distance over the phone, or even if you're not physically there, this person's thinking about wanting you there, and they're thinking about whispering to you and you whispering to them, and just kind of being cuddled together, whispering, okay? Just whispering like secrets, like cute little hidden secrets and whatnot. So let's see what's at the bottom. The beautiful face. Like this person may be thinking of like playing with your hair, rubbing your scalp, just kind of since that's the imagery here, and obviously we have the moon, so probably like at night, but like just it's like a living room area, so like just kind of sitting there and admiring your beautiful face. Like that person just kind of wants to whisper to you and just stare at your face. It's very sweet, very pure energy, honestly. As far as this erotic energy, I will say this is a person that wants to whisper to you during sex, that wants to have like missionary, like face-to-face sex, because this is a person that wants to stare at you as they do so, that wants to play in your hair, that wants to rub your scalp as they're having sex with you, okay? But definitely when they're thinking about being warm and cozy with you, it's all about like whispering and staring at your face and just being cuddled and close together. So let me get these details from this tarot deck. Okay, pile 4. Okay, I want 3 and we will take the bottom. It's 2. You have the Death, which is transformational energy. So, and it is ruled by Scorpio, the 8th house of sex, death, and rebirth. So again, very intimate. They think about having sex with you, being intimate with you, and whatnot. You do have the 4 of Blades, which is rest, laying down energy. So like in the bed, specifically at home. So this is a person that thinks about having sex with you at home, straight up. Like their cozy vibe with you is at home, intimately, privately, close, cuddled, staring at your face, having sex. Okay, so far at the bottom you have the King of Blades. This may be not, this person either says it directly, bluntly, without any emotional attachment, or this person doesn't say it at all because they're like not very emotionally expressive. There's no in between. They're either expressing this and very good with their words, or they're just very stoic and not knowing how to express their romantic feelings. Okay, let's get this last card and we will take the bottom. I love how quickly the energy is coming through. Yeah, the King of Elixirs. So again, no in between. Even if this person is horrible at verbally expressing how they feel, you'll know because the soft whispers, like even it'll be their tone of voice. Like they won't say anything romantic at all. They don't have it in them, but their tone of voice will say it. The way they look at you, the way they touch you, the way that they are intimate with you, the way they merge with you sexually, the way they lay to you, the way they cling with you will express that. And if they are good with their words, very, very good with their words. Like say the most romantic, most poetic things, right? With the King of Elixirs, very calm. Like this person probably calms down when you two are close. Like if you two are, when you two are in close vicinity, when you two are kind of like in a cozy situation, this person's very, very calm in a way that they're not usually. Like they may be a little stiff, a little more anxious, but something about being around you, like kind of, like I don't want to say lowers their blood pressure, but it makes them feel very, very comfortable, very cozy. Just your presence actually makes them cozy. Like looking at your face, even in passing, does so, okay? You have the 3 of Blades. So what is this transformative energy? Okay, because you got this ending and you got an ending there. So let me see what's going on. One or both of you may have Scorpio placements with this King of Elixirs and that Death card, but something is changing. I don't know what the transformation is. Let me just pull from these. Let me start pulling from these oracle decks because I need to see what the ending is. Some unpredictable energy coming through, literally, with the Wild card. Like I know that death is transformation and like sex. Like it's almost like It's almost like being cozy with you makes this person behave in a completely different way than they normally would. Like they feel out of character, but it's not that they're out of character. You're just experiencing a side of them that they only share with the most intimate person, okay? Movement, okay? And then at the bottom, create. So you make this person want a fresh start, right? Movement, create with death and the Three of Blades. Whatever's not working for them, they're willing to just like cut it off and just start over again with you. And that's a very chaotic energy, I'm not gonna lie. So let me pull more of these oracle decks, and we can continue to develop this energy. But it's almost like I'd risk it. Like maybe it's that risk it all energy. Like I'd risk it all for pile 4 if this isn't someone you're actually with, right? Oh, that's what it is. Risking it all energy. Okay, so some of you, this is brand new. It's not even a real connection. Like you haven't engaged each other on that level. That's why this person, like it's kind of a whisper, like a secret. They just stare at you. And like they know to engage you on that level would completely change everything about the dynamic of the connection. And I call it a connection, but it could be a friendship. It could be just like a casual encounter, someone you see from time to time, like an acquaintance, you know what I mean? But like they know that going in with you intimately like that, and that's what they think about when they're cozy and comfortable, right? And that's when it's brand new. Like some of you, this is a person that may actually be a friend. That's why it's such an intimate setting, because there is a whispering and a staring at face. Like they might be a flirtatious vibe between two friends here, it feels like. And you can tell by this person's tone of voice and the way they look at you that the feeling is mutual, right? But you two haven't gone that way, because to do so would completely change the dynamic of the connection, right? To say the soft-spoken whispers means to completely transform the dynamic of the connection, okay? Yeah. Let me see what I can get from this card. How for? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, because this cozy information is like a conversation a little bit. The soft whispers is a person mentioning something that they're ending or cutting off or transforming. Especially with prosperity lies ahead, they're like secretly whispering about an opportunity with this creation card that they may have not shared with anyone else yet. It just feels like a very intimate conversation happening, like possibly something that they're gonna end, cut off, and this actually is an inheritance of some sort. Like some of you, your person's cozy thing, like if they can get you cozy, like next time. I'm getting so many different questions, but this is how the energy reads. The next time they get you cozy, they're going to have a conversation about something that they're going to close, something that ended, something that happened, some type of inheritance. I hate to mention it like this in a public reading, but some of them, like someone actually passed and left them something, right? You have actually the Scorpio Taurus axis, your money versus other people's money, but that Scorpio energy rules inheritance, and it is the Death card and a Three of Blades. So in prosperity, like a material ownership, like someone gaining an asset of some sort. So that is unfortunate, because I mean no one wants to acquire anything under those circumstances, but it feels like that may be a conversation for your person. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So yeah, this person's expanding. They may be moving of some sort, having new opportunities of some sort, because Sagittarius is 9th house energy. It is expansion, it's an evolution, growing, higher education, higher professional rank. It's all of the things, right? All of the things. So this person kind of wants to like whisper, and some of you, this person, it is not that intense. It's a transformation of beliefs, of learning and evolving and being open-minded with the bigger picture. It's a mentality. That's the death and the transformation. It's not necessarily physical gain. It's knowledge that leads to the physical gain, because interacting with you, whispering with you, staring at you, spending this time with you evolves their perspective, and they gain new knowledge of the world, new perspectives. Okay, that's the kind of energy you get. Their warm and cozy feels like they learn from you. They feel, that's what they feel. Okay, so let me pull from this last astrology, this oracle deck, and then I'll pull from the melanin top. Okay, I'll take it and then I'll pull another one. Gemini, lots of conversations, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Yeah, this person's talking about opportunities of things that have been offered to them, situations they're seeking, like I said, possible moves, promotions, whatnot, inheritances. Those are the types of when they're cozy with you, those are the things that they want to talk about. Okay, mutable, that is surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Again, that change energy, a huge change. This person is wanting to talk about changes and adjustments that have to happen. I don't know if it's new due to the nature of the connection, but like that's what this person's cozy vibe is like. We're gonna have to completely switch everything up. Okay. And flexibility, possibly of a schedule. Look at that. This may be literal for some of you, but we don't treat it like it's gender specific. It could be anyone that is in a powerful position, anybody that embodies this energy of being strong, an entrepreneur. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to focus. A boss, a leader, someone mature, someone empowered, anybody in that ranking. Some of you, this is a powerful masculine in nature, but I'm gonna pull 3 more from this deck so we can get more energy on this person's cozy vibe. Like that's probably your person, and when they're cozy, they get soft and they get like open and they start sharing a perspective, completely change, complete transformation. That's that ending, like totally different from this Gemini powerful man energy. This Taurus energy completely switches into the king of elixirs, and you do have this at the bottom so far, Oshun, sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, fertility. So you have that dynamic, that softness, that loving energy coming through when cozy, right? Yeah, so it's a vacation vibe. I'm not gonna lie, with all of the Sagittarius energy coming through, because you have beach, right? Like taking a trip somewhere where there's water, like a trip of some sort with the prosperity lies ahead. But it does say ocean, water, cleanse, force, subconscious, and that truly does embody the death and the 3 of blades. Like it's a deeper energy, right? A deeper merging, very watery energy of like subconscious energy and whatnot. Okay, so let me get another one. You've got red flags. So red flag says caution, beware, toxic warnings, danger. So I'm not gonna lie, it's almost formal. Like the energy here is kind of like a, hey, before we proceed, this is what you need to know. Okay, a warm and cozy vibe is like, before we proceed, this is what you need to know. This is how I am, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is where I'm headed, right? These are my bad habits. And discussing, right, the 3 of blades and the death also talks about facing each other's shadow, like kind of being open-minded and sharing that, right? Especially as it relates to like health. Okay. Let's see. I'll take this one. You've got Ice Queen. Assertive, composed, strength. So soft whispers, this could be an instance of this person, like this is a very similar energy, this Ice Queen, powerful man energy, almost like counterparts. It's like a opening up, softening up, facing each other's shadow together, whispering and whatnot. At the bottom, you do have religious, faith, vows, church, practice, holy, worship, sacred. So a shifting of a routine. A routine is going to have to change. That's the red flag. It's like acknowledging that a routine is going to have to shift for this connection. Okay, so we're talking about a warm and cozy vibe, and what I'm seeing here is 2 uptight people. Ice Cream and a powerful man, right? Like it doesn't have to be those genders specifically, but 2 uptight people, really stiff, loosening up together. Okay, really transforming and softening up together. I do want more from this deck. I'm not gonna lie, I do, because this is my deck that you never know what's gonna come out. So I'll take 2 and then the bottom, and we'll develop that energy. Call. Communication, news, offers, excitement, luck. So offers coming in, messages coming in, news coming in. Okay, communicating, desert, clarity, honesty, survival, wisdom, self-discovery. Deep conversations. The warm and cozy vibe here, between the two of you is deep conversation, okay? Intense conversation and passionate sex. I'm not gonna lie, but like intimacy beyond, intimacy beyond the, just sex, right? Like it's about the words and the conversations and the things that you two share with one another. At the bottom you have fireworks, celebration, passion, loud, light, fire, brightness. Very passionate sex, not gonna lie, especially with the Sagittarius expansive energy. But you have call and you have twin flame, which says where we can get it to clear: intensity, healing, contracts, mirroring. So contracts is relevant, especially since you got two very serious, possibly business-minded individuals, right? Things that are related to contracts, debts, inheritances, all of that. But we do have a call and a twin flame as my clarifier with the fireworks. So I'm not going to say that all of you are twin flames. There are some of you that's the specific message here for this pile. You'll know if that resonates for you, that this is the message. This is a confirmation that this is your divine counterpart, or at least some, like if you don't believe in those labels, someone that could really be your long-term person, like the one you are with until death, right? So that, and also just communicating the intensity, right? Because this is intense energy, just as communication. So just communicating very intense energy between the two of you, whether that is a sexual bond or just intimacy as a whole. But that's the cozy vibe between the two of you. So I'm going to pull more energy here. And that may be the red flags, the intensity of the connection in and of itself. Like might be attachments, right? Obsession. Like I associate those things with that label, right? Okay. Let's see. How for fun connection. There's nothing better than being with someone who adds fun to your life. Enjoy the adventure and be happy. So just really enjoying each other's company. That's what this person thinks about, is just really enjoying you. Okay. Secret lover. So it could be a very private conversation, private connection, right? Secret lover. And there's that clingy energy. This relationship will be kept a secret. Just be sure the decision is okay with the both of you and not one-sided. So here we go. Let's get another one. And there's our 2. We've got divine timing. We can never manipulate time. You can only work with it. Start working hand in hand with your divine timing. So something about having fun and enjoying the connection until the time is right for it to not be that way anymore. Infatuated love says, whether you're falling fast or it's a romantic obsession, stay grounded before you get caught in an illusion. Okay. Transitional love. So I'm not gonna lie, some of you, this is temporary. You're attracting a relationship that serves as a transitional role, could be a perfect pastime. Some of you, this is the conversation, this is the intimate setting in which you address whether this is temporary or if it's long-term. Like, is this a forever binded contract right down here, or is it something that's gonna move on away from, especially as we talk about shifts and transitions in both lives, right? Like you have the Death and the 3 of Swords. Like as people move and evolve and grow, do you go together? What's the right timing? What's the situation? So that's the kind of cozy situation. Now, I will say in that, I do see instances of this falling fast transitional stage of transitioning together, especially since you have Call and Twin Flame here in Fireworks. It is transitioning together, closing cycles together, evolving, expanding together, not necessarily growing apart, growing together. But like I said, I still have to pull more cards, but most of you, I don't say half and half, it's the evolving beyond one another, and the other side is growing together and moving together. You just have to see, you know, divine timing, which you are. And honestly, you can already tell if it looks like you two are going in completely different directions. If you have different goals, in energy that's not aligning, you want to be in different spaces, different environments. It's, you know what I mean? It just, you already know then at that point that it's already a transitional thing. But again, those of you where conversation has to happen, or you two kind of have similar ideas, similar goals, then you'll see, right? You have retreat, time to disconnect from the world. That's the cozy energy, is pulling back together, right? Like your person's cozy vibe is to pull back, to try to get you alone, to address these topics. Let's see. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So they may pull back from you too, just to think it through, figure out what it is they want. I did feel that a little bit. But it wasn't the dominant energy with the death and the three of blades. Like they may take a step back so that they can see the bigger picture and figure things out if they haven't already. So let me pull two more. Person's cozy vibe. It's kind of getting time to get, okay, so you've got past life relationship. You have known each other before, and it's in reverse. So something about you is very unfamiliar to them. You're unfamiliar territory. You're nothing like what they're used to. Nothing like what they're used to. So far, you have the honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. That's that retreat energy. Let me get the last one, and I'll take the bottom, and we'll look at it, okay? There we go. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So the bottom, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. That's exactly it. So your person, it's your cozy vibe. They go back and forth in their mind, like, okay, is Power 4 it? Do I leave Power 4 alone? I feel like Power 4 could be my person, my one true love. Like I've never known anyone like Power 4 before. Maybe like I pull back, I take my space, but I want to be back with Power 4, like trying to figure out where it is they're headed, where it is they want to go. But they do feel that intensity of the connection with you for sure. But they definitely got a bit of a hot and cold vibe in their head as they're thinking it through. Not saying that's how they're engaging in real life, but like I said, they want to be face to face with you, whispering to you, close to you all the time. It's just that they don't want to allow themselves to get attached, to get comfortable or stay comfortable if it's not going to be forever, right? Like if it's going to go away quickly. So let me pull from this deck. I'll get 4 from this one as well, so we can see. I will say your person's warm and cozy vibe is the same as yours, with this mirroring energy of the twin flame. But someone's going to have to be adaptive here with that mutable energy coming through. So Power 4, your person's warm and cozy vibe. Tell me about it. Again, very intimate, sexual healing. Straight up, we're not even in those decks yet, but we're still talking about sex. We haven't made it there yet, but here we are, right? Sexual energy can be used to reconnect, let your bodies release some tension, and enjoy pleasure. Your bodies are literally calling each other. That's the whispers, the beautiful phase. Like your bodies are calling each other in terms of like the cozy vibe. Like when you two with this mirroring energy, that's what I'm seeing. Like this person literally craves you when they're kind of in the cozy environment and they feel like they need you. It's not like a sexual desire, it's like a sexual need with the healing energy. Like they feel like they'd be healing. And you have reconciliation again. So again, if you are in separation, especially if you identify with the twin flame label, right? If you are in separation, you have reconciliation 2 times, right? Someone from your past is returning to your life. Be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. Now I say this, if there's a transition, if there's been an ending, reconciliation, and this person's also thinking through if a separation happens, like if this is future energy, if you're anticipating future energy, they're anticipating that to be a temporary, a transitional situation as you two figure out how to make it work. Okay, let me see. I do want 4 from this deck, so let me see if I can get 3 more. Power 4. Tell me about your person's warm and cozy vibe. Power 4. Let's see. Taking a long time to figure it out. Okay. Magnetic souls. Your sacred souls are instantly drawn towards each other. So that may be how you experience each other or how you did experience each other. But something about you two, when you're in close physical proximity, it's like sex. Might as well be sex. There's a lot of sexual tension. It doesn't matter what stage of the connection you're at, how close you are, how intimate you've been. When you two are close in proximity, it's like this. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like a whole passion. Like it's like erotic energy, because this is not that kind of deck, okay? At the bottom, you have forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. So if there's something that you need to, some forgiveness that needs to happen, could be the case, could just be releasing the past overall. So let me see if I can get these last two for you, pile 4. We'll take it. At the bottom, exciting news. So I love this for you. So this person, is this the pile? I think this is the pile where I said this person had news they wanted to share. Here you go. Exciting news. Good news is coming your way, whether it be a pregnancy, an engagement, or moving in together. Get excited to celebrate. Doesn't have to be that. It's just good news overall. And I say that because it came out with very soon. Well, I'm grabbing call right here at the bottom, but call very soon. Be clear about what you want, because within the blink of an eye, it will be yours. And then the last card we have, divine union. Look at that. So congratulations. It's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. So some of you are coming in the union with a twin flame, soulmate, counterpart of some nature. Love that for you. You know, giving the relationship a chance, experiencing the fireworks, someone coming back if they were gone. So let me pull from this Twin Flame Soulmate Oracle deck specifically. I've been pulling 4, but if I need to pull 8, I'm comfortable with that since the Twin Flame card came out. Typically, when I see the Twin Flame or Soulmate card come out, I try to utilize this deck a little bit more since it's named for those labels. Because usually I just use them as generic love-based decks because I don't have that many of them. I should probably get more. Definitely, if you know some love-based oracle decks that are really nice, let me know in the comments so I can look at them. Okay, that one's wanting to come out. Pure heart. It comes out a lot. So a lot of you are pure-hearted, dealing with pure-hearted people. I love that. That is so sweet. But yeah, that's the energy. This person has the most pure intentions towards you if you've ever doubted it. And that's how their energy, when they're cozy, they think about how pure they feel, how happy they feel around you, and how pure of heart you are as well. Okay. I'm not taking these in reverse, but oh, well, yeah, I just, as soon as I saw them and they flipped, so there's something that flipped. There's something that you thought was over or upside down, and it could be this connection, it could be an opportunity, but it is circling back. So they may have had something that didn't work out, but it came back and it did, because you do have yes. You have a yes, a very pure yes, okay? And then you have soul level. So that is the depth of the connection, which is soul level and how they feel. They feel you on a soul level. But yeah, it was a little bit of a somersault to get to that point. You do have friends first, so that may be the nature of the connection. That may be your current stage. That may be the stage you two were in when you moved away from each other or whatnot. Nice energy. So let me get my last card. Hot lover. Sexual tension is off the chain, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It's off the chain. But these cards here say that you two can't keep your hands off of each other, and you can't stay away from each other. Like the sexual healing, the magnetic souls, like you two can't stay away from each other. Okay, I feel like I'm going to hit another layer here. Friends first is at the bottom again, so that may be relevant to the connection. Let me hit the bottom. Okay. Not now did fall in reverse. I'm going to take it. Divine timing is coming. I did see that. Let me see if I can get more. Okay, so this one wants to be upright, the future. Ha, look at that. Divine union, the future. So some of you may get engaged soon, right? Divine union, the future. Could be a marriage or just a serious nature of a connection like that. Holding on is at the bottom. Let me get my last two. Opening, look at that. The connection is opening. So, they're warm and cozy vibes. These are their feelings, by the way. Elusive. They may feel that you're elusive or that the connection is elusive, but they're working towards it, right? They're working to get better. Okay, ecstasy. Look at that sexual tension. This is not that deck. See, soulmates. It's not that kind. It's not the erotic deck. This is the soulmates deck that came from. Ecstasy and then connection. Okay, beautiful. So let's get to this erotic deck so we can get the energy of the sexual tension and whatnot that is there. Like all of the sexual energy has already come out. Like you two can't stay away from each other for whatever reason. Even if you're not having sex, you just need to be close together. And if you go too long without that, you start to feel it, okay? Let me see. Okay, pile 4. Let me get your 8 cards to see about your... I'm testing your limits. This is about boundaries. It's about like it's not even about your limits. Like yeah, there's a sexual kink here, but it's like that can't stay away from each other. Like I'm seeing how long you can stay away from me. I'm trying to see how long I can stay away from you, but unsuccessfully with that magnetic souls card. Okay, that's the energy that's coming through. Okay, you're the one I want. So especially if there's distance, like this, the distance is only making the heart grow fonder. What's this? Long lasting, exactly, long term. I'm seeing a lot of cards come out that are similar, and I have one right here. Be freaky for me. Lots of the same cards. I am promised I cleanse these decks and I shuffle them a lot. So I don't know why exactly all of the same cards come out. You have obsession, which came out earlier. Sex with your ex. Again, this could be that reconciliation energy, not letting each other go. I'm going to clarify that one since I got all the same cards. Let me clarify sex with your ex. You drive me crazy in reverse. I'm not gonna lie, I heard don't make me act crazy. So like if the ex is not your person that we're asking about, they're asking you not to trigger their jealousy. Like they are not fun when they're jealous, okay? You've got entanglement, entangled in reverse. Like don't get wrapped up in the situation. They're free, they're available. Satisfaction is there. Well, I'll take the one that's on the floor. And then we'll pull another one. This is all over the place. Your person's all over the place. You got not open right now. Like, what? Give me one to overview. Okay, so romantic sex. So this person's obviously in love. There's a deeply spiritual connection, but I'm not gonna lie. This feels as chaotic as the twin flame label. I'm not gonna lie. That's why you got the card. Not saying that's the connection. It's just the chaos that typically aligns with that label. The mirroring, the running, chasing kind of energy that comes through. But I will say your person's warm and cozy vibe is they see like a future. Like even when they're not sure, even when they're uncertain, they still can see the potential there and they want to be close to you and they just want to kind of see how it plays because they do feel the intensity, they do feel the strong sexual attraction, and they do see the potential. Now, I will say, don't overlook, I threw all of these erotic sex decks on here. That's not the nature of your connection. Just don't lose sight of all of that good information we got. Like we got some exciting news, some things that they want to share with you, and you may hear from them soon so they can share. So definitely let me know if you hear from them. Let me know, you know, what your person says and everything, especially if you're in no contact, because yeah, it came through that there's some news coming through for this person that they're going to want to share with you, especially intimately in a cozy setting. So love that for you. Okay. Now that is all I have for you today, pile 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in tune on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.